Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sand Hills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you, Steve Sipple. Jake Sorensen with you, Bill Busch out today. We'll get to that in a second for his departure. Why he's not here. Sip, have you survived the epic rain that we've had the last couple of days? I've got some numbers for you. I had ammunition off the bat.
Hold on. Let's address a couple things.
What?
Yesterday, of course, there were all these threats.
Yeah, it's fine. Go ahead.
Threats of horrifying weather. Once again,
There was some horrifying weather. It just wasn't here.
right.
Okay?
Okay.
Don't bash Reed Timmer and our Dow friend, the Doppler friends that were next door, because it didn't happen here.
I know that's fair, and I'm glad you. In fact, I'm glad you interjected.
Thank you. I had to.
I was told yesterday, so I don't have a computer. I don't. My laptop is on the fritz. Well, it's not on the fritz. It's done. It's gone. You won't. That computer is done. So I don't have a laptop till probably Thursday or Friday.
So how are you typing up your stuff right now?
Well, that's what I was getting at. Good question. Thank you. We have an office, Husker Online, at the post office, 3rd floor.
I've seen that.
Yeah. So I have a station there. I'll call it a station computer. What do you call it? I mean,
like a laptop,
a desk computer.
a desk like this. Desktop.
Yeah, desktop. So I have a desktop.
You're going back in time, aren't you?
Yeah, I have a desktop computer there, so I just have to work there. But yesterday, of course, Sean Callahan, Sip, they're going to evacuate the post office.
Oh, because of the storm.
Yeah, because so I don't know. I mean, you can work there, but they're probably going to have to evacuate, and you got to go down to the basement. So it's 2:00, and I need to get things done. I got to get crap done, man. And he's like, well, you can go there, but I mean, it's going to be nothing happened at all.
No,
I was there from 2 to 5 working in silence. There was nothing. I didn't even hear wind.
We had some rain. We had a little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning.
Some thunder, yeah.
But nothing that would evacuate a building or send it to the basement. Now, there was some tornadic activity down toward Wymore and Odell.
All right, I'm sensitive to that.
That's south of Beatrice.
Yes.
Beatrice had like 6 inches of rain yesterday.
Mm-hmm. What I heard is it was staying south. The rough
yes,
stuff.
It was. You are correct. Falls City, Pawnee City got hit pretty hard, I believe, last night.
Okay, and I'm sensitive.
And into southwest Iowa as well.
I'm not being insensitive.
But no, in terms of what appeared to be an odd day ahead for us with the Doppler on Wheels truck over here.
We had Doppler on Wheels.
Plus, Reed Timmer was over here at the Embassy Suites.
I think there are 3 separate storm chasing entities in town. And that added to the weirdness. Yeah. So that added to and I saw we saw those big trucks outside
the Dow.
And then I saw Reed Timmer's truck. Yep. And then when you see that, what do you think? Oh boy.
We're in for it. Sean was right. Sean was right. But it wasn't. It got too cold. At 1 p.m. it was like 56 degrees. You can't have an epic storm at that.
It didn't feel like storm.
You didn't feel it got too cold, and it was before the rain came, and it kind of stopped things from happening here.
Listen to us talk about
we are meteorologists at heart.
What do you got for us?
Well, I got some numbers for you on terms of the races from the National Weather Service. They have estimations over the last since Saturday morning. Beatrice 6 to 8 inches of rain.
Wow.
Lincoln 3 to 4 inches. Nebraska City 4 to 6 inches of rain. Fall City 3 to 4. Omaha 2 to 3 inches. Columbus, your stomping grounds, 2 to 3 inches of rain. Sioux City, way up north. Sioux City, 2 to 3 inches. Fremont, same thing. So eastern Nebraska got good rain.
I think it's over, though.
It is done. Might be some rain Thursday or Friday as well this week, but nothing like this for storms purposes.
The storms about killed me.
Takes you to the basement almost in the Husker Online building.
It was bad.
The post
I know it was bad. Other place. Missing Tooth Greg this morning informed me of something I did not know. His neighbor, he said, yeah, Roger practically lives at the mall this time of year when there's hail threats. I'm like, what? He goes, well, yeah, a lot of people drive over to that Westgate Mall.
Okay.
North of Dillard's, there's that parking garage, and people just go over there and park while there's
Over here?
yeah, where there's
Gateway Mall.
I'm sorry,
Not Westgate.
Why do I call it Westgate?
I don't know.
Does anybody call it Westgate?
That's Gateway.
Gateway. Anyway, Gateway. They go into that parking garage, and there's like a line of 80 cars the other day waiting to get in. I had no idea that was a thing.
I have parked there many times in the past.
When there's a storm?
No, just
Yeah.
that's why I usually
yeah.
park at that mall.
Yeah, I've
particularly.
parked there a couple times in my lifetime, but I did not know that was a ground that people seek.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
That's news to me.
Yeah.
I understand it, but
I do too.
I did not
totally
know
understand.
that. Did not know that. Thank you for that intel.
Yeah. I was fascinated by that. Missing Tooth Greg just dropped it in conversation.
Well, thank you to Greg. Hopefully he's here on Friday for Tradio.
Radio Tradio?
Yeah, Radio Tradio.
He'll be here. Trust
Well, he
me.
needs to be here because we gave away a sprinkler that wasn't supposed to be given away or traded away.
Easy. He's even talking about breakfast.
We welcome that as well.
That got Connor's attention. He's talking about biscuits and gravy.
I'm down for that. We'll have that. Last night, did not watch this at all, but Connor informed me, and so did Farley, of an epic game in the NBA last night. The Spurs, who have had the Thunder's number all year long in the NBA.
4-1.
Yeah. They
4-1.
go on
Connor.
the road in game one in double overtime. 122-115 Spurs over the Thunder. Wembanyama, 41 points and 24 rebounds for the Spurs. I repeat, 41 points, 24 boards for the big man from France.
So I watched the first half at Wings and Rings. Me and Alex went to Wings and Rings last night, saw the first half. It was a great, great first half. That was in Oklahoma City, by the way.
It was.
That game.
A place that we love.
We do.
That arena means a lot to me.
By the way,
means a lot
we
to
do
me.
have some idle chit chat.
That arena means a lot to me, Sip.
And then
Don't tear it down.
I'm not. Oh, they are tearing it down.
I don't want them to. I'm going to buy a piece of the arena before it goes.
We were there and Sean came in. How about that? Sean came in with some device that you would probably know. This thing.
They're called the AirPods. Earpods. Yeah.
He came in with this and gave it. He came in. He was at Best Buy getting my computer.
Yeah.
He was at Best Buy purchasing me a computer, then stopped in because he knew Alex and I were there.
AirPods.
And he brought me AirPods.
That's very kind.
$16. I've never used them. So
They're nice.
You're gonna have to show me how to do that.
Okay, it's very simple.
Is it? That's what he said.
You use it with your phone.
Yeah, he's tired of me talking on my speaker phone.
Yeah, well, that's a hint right there.
Yeah.
Doesn't mind to hear you talking. Doesn't want to hear the other person talking.
Yeah.
That's your privacy.
In other news, I've mentioned our trips to Memphis.
Yes.
And I don't know that I've mentioned it enough, but so we always talk about our next trip, with Alex.
You went to Milwaukee this year.
Yeah, our next NBA trip with the grandkids. And I was talking about Memphis, and the conversation winds around to this place called the Flying Fish, which is a great, 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 great seafood restaurant downtown Memphis. And it closed.
Oh, no.
Closed after 18 years.
No.
That's the final straw. I'm not going back.
You can't go back to Memphis.
No, you can't really
go
go back.
The Peabody, though.
No.
The Ducks at the Peabody.
That's fine. Flying Fish is right. Right across the
cold
street.
water that never heated up for your showers.
Yeah, the Flying Fish. This is a funny story, by the way. Not funny if you're a Memphis person, but funny to me. Flying Fish is closing after 18 years in downtown Memphis, blaming civil unrest.
Yeah.
For declining sales.
We saw that, I think.
In a statement on its website, the restaurant said, "We have struggled to keep our doors open, but the civil unrest downtown has stunted sales for the past several years to a point of no return." The statement continued, "Our hope is that downtown Memphis can one day soon again be of the vibrant beacon of culture, commerce, and creativity it has been for centuries." I love that place. Now, Jared Price of the Downtown Neighborhood Association just went.
This is in Memphis.
Yeah, and Memphis just fired back. It said it might be due to your inability to stay relevant as newer, more exciting dining experiences have come downtown and are booming.
Are we talking about Beale Street here or what?
Close to Beale Street.
Okay.
It's close to Beale
Yeah.
Street. It's right down the block.
I probably walked near this place.
Yeah,
I
you probably walked by Flying Fish.
Yeah, I had a bad moment in Memphis.
Okay, well, don't tell me. Then I'm just getting to the end of this story. It's funny. Then Jared Price, of the Downtown Association, goes on and on about how these new restaurants have adapted and they're opening, and then the story quotes a couple people, like anonymous people, just Memphis residents saying they don't understand the fear and they think it's ridiculous. And then the last paragraph of the story reads, Memphis has seen a deployment of federal agents, state officers, and National Guard troops in recent weeks to help local law enforcement downtown. They brought in the National Guard. It's not so bad down here.
Nothing to see here.
We're bringing in the
Move
feds
along.
and the National Guard.
Nothing to see here. I will say,
somebody had a good sense of humor with that story.
I never felt in danger in Memphis. When we were there 3 years ago. 3 years ago?
Yeah.
3 years ago. I didn't feel
3 years ago?
Yes.
3 years
3
ago.
years
we were
ago.
there, yeah.
I did not. Yeah, I felt fine. But I told you, this is on the air. I'll remind you again. I had the stupidest ending of a trip to Memphis ever. So Nebraska loses to A&M, and our hotel is booked through the weekend. And I check out, thinking I have booked a rental car to drive back to Nebraska. I've gone to the website. No, yeah, rental car you can pick up over here at Enterprise, wherever. So I check out of my hotel with my bags. I think I had 2 bags, and I'm walking, just walking down to basically let's go down to Beale Street, walk a half mile down the Beale Street, and I get some breakfast, eat some breakfast, and I'm going to Uber over to the. I Ubered over to this rental car place.
Yeah,
and I go to check in. I said, I don't see any cars here, and I see a long line of people.
Oh boy.
I get there. No, I have checked out of my hotel and I have bags with me. I go to the place like, yeah, we haven't had cars for a week.
Oh boy.
Because you said I was able to reserve through Enterprise or whatever it was.
I
went on the website and it didn't say like we're out of cars. It just said, hey, yeah,
you can book.
Come pick your car up around 2 because they're so swamped they don't keep up with that stuff because they have no cars. So here I am now in Memphis with no way to get home and no hotel room on the weekend of the NCAA tournament. So I'm like, all right, how can I possibly make this time not as bad as it is right now? I went golfing. So I Ubered to a random golf course.
Yeah.
And I asked him, hey, can I put my bags over here while I'm going?
Oh, this is the famous story.
Yeah, I'm getting to it now. You know this part. Yeah. So I put my bags behind the bookshelf of merchandise. And then as I'm going to leave that spot where I have put the bags down, the entire bookshelf collapses. It fell down with trophies and all sorts of crap on it. And this is how I start my day. I guess it's about 2 p.m. at this point.
How did it happen?
It wasn't. It was kind of a flimsy little bookshelf, but it had like trophies on it. It had thankfully it was mostly shirts and hats, so nothing really broke, and the trophies did not break.
Yeah,
but it just went boom on the ground. I'm like, I need to leave. I need to get out of this town. Yeah. I need to leave. So I played golf. I still played. And I played well. But some random guys from Nebraska actually played with me.
Yeah.
Andy from, I believe, David City and his friend. I forget his friend's name. Okay. But that was a terrible day. And then thankfully my friend.
So how did you get home?
My buddy Mike said, hey, I hear you're having some problems. I checked. I left the room today, but I didn't check out. And so you can go stay in the room I was in last night and then figure out your way back home tomorrow.
What'd you figure out?
So I ended up going. I ended up going to the airport and trying to book I Ubered to the airport. I didn't have a car. Ubered to the airport, booked a flight at 6 a.m. and then went to Dallas and then to Lincoln. And that's how I got home. I mean, I was on the company car, so it was like probably $800. Yeah, it was not cheap.
Whoa, really?
Not cheap.
No, that's
$600, maybe $600. Yeah, but the point is that went well, and I got out of Memphis.
God damn!
For what had been a disastrous trip.
There's no way to get a car in Memphis anywhere.
It
was hard.
They were out for a week on cars.
Yeah,
nothing coming in, everything going out.
That's a story.
Yeah, that was not a good time.
The reason we were looking up Memphis is because apparently there was a poll of NBA players, one of those anonymous polls, and Memphis was easily the choice of the city that players would most not want to play in. I get it. I get it. And I was like, Alex, I play that Babe in the Woods. Alex, why do you think that is? He's just like, come on. Come on.
Besides the Peabody, what do they have?
It's a fascinating
great
story.
Barbecue, the Peabody, and then what else?
It's a fascinating story to me, actually, because I love the city. And I'd love to go back. But now the Flying Fish is closed.
Yeah, the one restaurant is going to keep you away.
Right. And that was a great place. And it played great, like, blues music. And they closed down.
Yeah, well, back to Denver you go.
Denver.
Maybe the T-Wolves get a chance in your trip.
Yeah, well, I don't like to go north that time of year. I mean, we went to Milwaukee, and it was colder than hell. I always say, let's go south.
Back
south.
to OKC you go.
Or Memphis or Okie City.
You just said you can't go to Memphis.
And I know. I mean, and I won't push for it anymore. The Flying Fish is – I mean, the only thing I'm telling them now, the three of them, Cashton and Dominic and Alex, to sell Memphis is we will stay at the hotel. We know which hotel where the visiting team stays. We'll stay where they're at. And, you might catch a glimpse of Wemby or whoever we're seeing. And I don't think that's going to do it.
It seems like your best chance is going to be a consistent trip to Oklahoma City, a place that we love.
When they're the champions, the prices are super
high.
I
understand that, but it's not in the cold of
I know
the northern parts of this country.
No, the guys like Milwaukee.
Easy drive, 6 hours down there.
Yeah, the guys like Milwaukee, but I was not. Like, it was cold, man.
I like Milwaukee too.
Anyhow, that's that. I other idle chit chat. I don't know that I have a Bill. We miss Bill, obviously. We'll
address that here shortly.
Push through without him. The weather, we're not supposed to get more rain. I don't know.
No, we're good. It's be a little chilly. I think in the 60s today for a high.
Till Friday.
Yeah.
Till Friday.
So kind of a little reprieve of the warm weather.
I love this time because all systems at the house are off. No AC, no heat. It's glorious.
Saves some money, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Money saver time.
Yeah, it's now this will last till Friday. It's supposed to be 6. This is according to Missing Tooth Greg.
Oh, thank you, Greg.
Our weather reporter. Till Friday, it's supposed to be like this today. And then 80s and upper 80s going forward for the foreseeable future.
Think there's any chance of McSafety showing up today? It's been a few weeks for him with donuts.
I could use a long jump.
Just saying, McSafety, if you're around, we'd love to see you this morning. But if you're not, hopefully tomorrow. No pressure. By the way, quick tease, we will have Rhonda Revelle in studio in the 8 o'clock hour today as Nebraska plays Oklahoma State in the Super Regional Thursday, Friday for sure, and Saturday, if necessary, here in Lincoln at Bowling Stadium.
I have a series of questions for Rhonda. I hope you have.
Oh, I'm ready to rock.
Do you have questions?
I've seen 2 softball games in the last couple of weeks. I'm in attendance. I mean, not seen. I have watched other ones. I have been in attendance at 2. I mean,
right.
I've watched other ones as well.
I want you to proudly proclaim that.
Okay, yeah. Rhonda, saw you again on Saturday. Great coach you are. Energy was high once again.
Was she great again?
Oh yeah. Maybe upset at the bats going a little cold, but very happy with the pitching. She should have been.
She calls the pitches,
and she is. She helped allow 1 run in 3 games. That's it.
We need to address that.
We do.
With her. It's Alexis Jensen and Jordy Fromm. That's who carries the water.
We'll address that for sure.
Yeah. She calls the pitches, does Rhonda Revelle.
And you write the songs, Barry Manilow.
The Copacabana. I forget. Now that song is, I was thinking about it this morning. That song.
Well, it's a well-written song, isn't it?
It is.
A story. And it just sounds happy the whole time.
It's fascinating.
You know, me as a guy that doesn't listen to the lyrics, I just think, it's a very happy song.
Nope.
Copacabana.
She loses her Tony and she loses her mind.
Who shot who?
Yeah, and then they're packing. Obviously, guys are bringing guns into the Copacabana.
What the hell happened here? What's going on at this place?
Everybody got a gun? Is that what's going on at the Copa? Everybody's packing at the Copa.
Why do you want to go to this place? Yeah, sounds terrifying.
Shooting each other over women.
Not good.
Barry's singing it with a smile. Very.
Yes. One last thing, idle chit chat. No golfing last night. I don't have a report because it got rained out because 6 inches of rain prevented that, Sip. So I have no report for you from the golf links. I can tell you the Royals once again lost because they're terrible. They're starting a 9-game homestand, trying to dig back out of the
9-game.
They're in the basement. They were 20-27 going into yesterday. They had beat the Cardinals to avoid a sweep and make it. That would have been 7 straight losses in general. So they beat the Cardinals Sunday 2-0. Mm-hmm. Decided, you know what? That was fun. Let's go back to losing, though.
Is there any thought
Red
of
Sox
taking your daughter and wife down to Kansas City during the 9-game homestand?
Potentially thought about Memorial Day, maybe Monday.
Really?
I thought about it. We're not sure yet at this point. They play the Yankees, who they haven't beaten in about 47 years in any game at all. So I'm not sure I want to see that. The Red Sox have like the worst offense in baseball. They only scored 3 runs, but the problem is the Royals scored 1. 3-1 Royals lose last night.
3-1.
And now they're 20-28. So, Sip,
I'm listening.
The Phillies fired their manager 20 games ago as they were terrible.
They did?
Well, guess what? Since they fired him with Don Mattingly now in charge, they're 16-4 their last 20, and right now back in the NL East race. Now the Braves are running away with that division, but they're still right now a wild card team. 16-4 since the firing of their manager. Yet the Royals sit here and say, we like this. This is great. We'll figure it out when it's August. No one cares anymore. It's already way out of the picture. September. We'll play spoiler. That sounds fun. No.
Calm down.
Fire everybody. That is, what do you got?
Oh, no, we're good. Go.
That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at 738 Ag. They don't guess. They game plan using soil tests, yield maps, and field data. They help farmers call the right shots for their ground. Learn more today at 738AgLLC.com. Joey and the team in Bertrand.
All right. That's Joey.
Yes. Now, before we move on, we have to address this. Bill is not here this morning. Told us to mention this on the show, and this is never really easy, Sip, to mention, but we have to. Bill's mother passed away yesterday, Sharon. Now, you and I were lucky enough to meet Sharon.
We did.
One time at Sydney's wedding. Sydney and Alex's wedding out east of town.
And she was...
And she was incredible.
Regal.
Regal is right.
She is. I'm serious. She had a way, and she was very kindly, as was Ron. Bill's family is that way.
Very kind people.
They are. I'm serious. Sister.
Yep. Tamara.
Yeah. So...
She and Danny also.
Our thoughts are with that family, and we miss Bill. And
I will not give out his number, but if you do have it, feel free to send condolences to him, text him, whatever. But never easy. Obviously, terrible to lose anybody in your family. But
Bill would want us to push on.
Yes, we will. R.I.P. to Sharon Busch, wonderful person. Glad we met her. And,
oh God, I'm glad. Yeah.
And this was not sudden. She'd been in hospice for a couple weeks. Mm-hmm. Doesn't make it any easier, but it was not as sudden.
No.
But R.I.P. to Sharon. That is why Bill is not here today. 464-5685. Call or text as always. Saw this from CBS Sports.
This is beautiful.
Sip, we love CBS Sports. They really are the kings of the offseason.
And they
On 3 does a nice job as well. I'm not bashing
let's
your
not
employer.
go with kings of the offseason.
But I get so many more fun topics from CBS Sports. And I get plenty from On 3.
You better quit while you're behind.
But you don't have Tom Fernelli. He did not write this, but
this was good, though. This was good.
Now,
go ahead.
We have already kind of discussed where Nebraska sits in the rankings next year. Nebraska was number 35 in the top 138. That was posted last week by CBS Sports. And he did a dive that equated to Nebraska being 10th in the Big Ten, which is where they were in the rankings yesterday from CBS Sports. Mm-hmm. But that's not the point I want to get to, Sip. Nebraska was at 10th. There was a comment made on why Nebraska's 10th and what's going forward for them. Mm-hmm. And this is what CBS Sports said. The Huskers aren't close to joining the Big Ten's top tier. But the trajectory under Matt Rule continues to trend upward, even if some in Lincoln disagree. They go on to say that Nebraska, under Matt Rule, has snapped a 7-year bowl drought 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Last year had more conference wins than any of the previous 8 seasons. Mm-hmm. And now the benchmark is 8 wins done just one time since Bo Pelini was fired. And that was, of course, when Mike Riley did that in 2016, a 9-win team for Nebraska. So back to the comment they had. Not close to joining the top tier. We're not surprised about that. But they claim that the trajectory under Matt Rule continues to trend upward, even if fans in Lincoln disagree.
Some in Lincoln,
even if some in Lincoln might disagree, how do you assess that?
Well, it's fair. I mean, I always tell you I'm looking for fairness. I always seek fairness in this world, okay? And I do think the conversation surrounding Rule trends towards unfair in a lot of quarters. The raw data does suggest that it's trending upward. Just raw data like they presented. What were they what was Frost's final year?
3-9? No, was it
4-8?
4-8. Thank you.
Yeah.
4-8.
He threw a 3-9.
He did have a 3-9 though. Yeah.
What was Frost's final record? 16-31.
Yes.
Okay. 16-31, 19-19. That's better. It's not. There's a simple way to do this without creating uncomfortable conversations at dinner tables or wherever. There's been progress. I think most people or a lot of people would suggest not enough. There's been progress. You can't say there's not. There's no way you can say there hasn't been progress. There's no fair way to argue there hasn't been progress. 4-8, then 5-7, then 7-6, and 7-6. Back to the bowl games. That's progress. And so I see sometimes why Rule is sort of confused. Like, what's the deal? There's just a lot of people would say there just hasn't been enough of it. And then, of course, what happens is the conversation spirals from there. And it's also fair to say they ended last year with a thud, and it was very disappointing the way they lost those games. And it's also fair to say there's a dalliance with Penn State, right?
Yes.
That resulted in an extension. Then those 3 losses followed. So the discussion got uncomfortable. And then here we are. But you can't now, if you're not in the vortex of the storm like us, you're Cody Nagel. And you're far from the vortex. God only knows where he's at. Where do you think he's at? Where would you guess?
I know he's from the Sioux Falls area.
Oh, so that's unfortunate. He's kind of close to the vortex.
Yeah, he is from Sioux Falls.
But he's probably not thinking about Nebraska every day like us. He's not in the vortex of the storm. So if you're not in it, you can look. You can assess it and say, these people are crazy. What is it? I mean, they're horrible under Frost. Frost was 16-31. It went bad. I mean, they were 3-9. Then they're 4-8. And now their records are better.
Yeah, I think to me it comes down to this, Sip, in terms of if fans would be more willing to say that progress is no doubt happening, if they could simply be okay in the month of November. They don't
2-10.
They don't end the season well. Under Scott Frost, not good November. Under Mike Riley, not very good November. I mean, obviously they were 7-0 the year that they won 9 games. November was bad. They have not been good in November since Bo.
No, I know.
Like, it's been a problem for 10 years plus.
Right. That's
why you made very few bowl games in that stretch.
And then look at this schedule in November, late October, November. It is rugged.
You're at Illinois on a Friday night. You have Rutgers.
At Rutgers.
You have Ohio State. And then you're at Iowa. Ohio State's in Lincoln.
Tell me that is wicked rough. Wicked rough.
But I would tell you, though, on paper, yes, it is rough. But on paper, we looked at these rankings here. Nebraska is right with Illinois. I know it's a road game, but you're not daunted by the crowd at Illinois.
No. Rutgers
is not a very good team.
No, they're not very
Ohio State is likely a loss in Lincoln. We know that, but it's a home game. And in Iowa, they've had your number. But, you know, Nebraska has won in Iowa in recent years when Bill helped lead the defense that win in 2022. It has not been a pretty place for Nebraska for most of the times of their Big Ten lives.
Here's the deal.
But it's not an unbearable schedule in November.
No, it's
and
not.
Progress is simple. Hey, can you go 2-2? Can you maybe win 2 games in November?
It's fair.
I'm not asking for 3-1, certainly not 4-0, but can you get to 500 the month of November this year?
That's fair. Now, here's the deal. First of all, I don't have any problem with Nebraska at 10.
No, I think they're fine at 10. Yep, they shouldn't be higher. They should, I think they're perfect where they're at.
Illinois is 9. Now, Illinois, you're talking about Illinois, and they have a new quarterback, Caton Hauser. He's an East Carolina transfer, but wasn't he at Michigan State too? Has he been?
That sounds right to
I
me.
think this is his third school. But anyway, they'll have a new look defense too. Aaron Henry moved on. He's now at Notre Dame. Aaron Henry was their defensive coordinator. He went to Notre Dame to be co-defensive coordinator. Aaron Henry's gone. So, in Illinois defense, as this points out, returns only 3 starters. They have only 3 starters and a new defensive coordinator. What's that going to look like? And a new quarterback. You can go win that game, right?
Well, then Iowa also has few starters back defensively.
Iowa's a huge transition year. They'll have it. They don't even know who their quarterback's going to be. They'll have a battle in camp.
They have a brand new defense also there. They have the fewest snaps of any FBS team. Returning, the fewest FBS snaps of any team.
Of any Power 4 team. That's right. So, yeah, by the way, as this points out, I didn't know this. As this article points out, Iowa's defense hasn't finished outside the top 20 in scoring since 2014.
Does that surprise you at all? They've lived. No, they've lived on their defense. The year they won
2014? That's 13 years.
The year of Deacon Hill, they didn't have an offense. They had special teams that were elite, and they had defense that was elite. Carried them.
I know they've been good, but I didn't know they haven't been outside the top 20 in 12-plus years. That's Phil Parker.
Have you seen a bad Iowa defense in recent memory?
Necessarily.
No. So as Nebraska has fallen off, they have risen up, at least defensively.
Washington's at 7. Now, I did my deep dive on Washington yesterday. That's what I was doing at the post office.
Gnarly storm.
Yeah. I mean, there's some unrest in that program, why, right? Because Damon Williams.
Well, yeah, in January, he
about took off.
He re-signed a contract, then left, and then he came back, and I'm not sure people they claim that things are going well there. I don't know if they are.
They were 9-4 last year. They're expecting to be a playoff team, but as I look at it, they're good, but that is the game you can win here. I mean, come on.
But that sets the tone for November. That is October. That's a Halloween night, right? Mm-hmm. Halloween in Nebraska.
Yes, October 31. That's right.
And then if you win that, it's potentially a ranked win. They have a chance to be a ranked team at that point. Was Washington does. So you get that monkey off your back, and then now you head in November with some positive momentum.
It'll be,
which is legit. It's a real thing.
It is. Here's the deal with Washington. They do have 4 offensive line starters back with Damon Williams. So that sounds daunting, right? 4 offensive line starters back with Damon Williams. But their skill, they don't have a lot of it. They lost their top 2 running backs. They thought they were going to have a guy back that was pretty good, Adam Mohammed, and he just out of the blue transferred to Cal.
No, they lost their star receiver to the draft.
Denzel
Boston, first-round pick or early second-round pick.
And they don't have a Denzel. And they don't appear to have a Denzel Boston replacement.
It's hard to replace a high draft.
That's true, but their skill looks ordinary. They're gettable. Damon Williams, I mean, the guy, his name is Andy Yamashita of the Seattle Times, was saying, they lost to Michigan and he threw 3 picks in that game. Damon Williams threw 3 picks. And then against Wisconsin, he didn't play well, but it was a snow game, and he's not used to playing in snow. You better hope for cold. I don't think Damon Williams likes the cold snow.
Well, it could be cold on a Halloween. You never know.
Well, hopefully for Nebraska, you would hope it is. He's an Arizona kid.
Well, we'll probably do this later on in the summer, but if I had to circle a game, I think is the turning point or the critical game of the season, it's Washington.
What, really?
It's not Maryland or Michigan State. It's not Indiana or Oregon. I don't think they're going to win those games. So, but how do you bounce back after likely losses to Indiana and Oregon? Washington's that team. You
get a bye before then.
I know, but Washington is the team before you get to the month that's killed you.
Right.
So I'm circling Washington is the most important game of this season, because if they do start off 5-0, which people think is possible, yes, with Ohio, Bowling Green, North Dakota, Michigan State, Maryland, all winnable games, you'll likely be favored in all 5, right? Likely?
Yeah.
Probably losses, not guaranteed, but probably losses to Indiana, Oregon. You're 5-2, then a bye week. Once again, Washington confirms a bowl game if you win that game, and it gets you maybe a ranked win if they're ranked. And then you think, okay, why can't we go into November and actually win some games?
Washington, I bet, will be ranked. Their schedule's not much. In fact, you know what? You can do this if you want. If you pull up their schedule, I think they have a good chance to be undefeated coming into Lincoln. Now, they got to win at USC, I think, is the big one. But look at their schedule. And while you're looking at that, I'm not agreeing with you on Washington.
That's fine.
Being the big game. I think Indiana is the game. That's the game.
That's the most important of the season?
To me, it is. I don't know how to characterize. To me, in my mind, it'll tell me the most because, well, we'll see. I mean, I'm kind of taking for granted that Nebraska can get past Michigan State and Maryland and be undefeated going into the Indiana game. And then
prove that that's real.
Prove it's real.
Yeah.
Indiana shouldn't be as good as they've been.
They'll be good, though.
Oh, they'll be good.
It's Siggs. The guy knows how to dominate the run game and just obliterate you.
We'll see what they got. If I believe that is the biggest game, not Washington.
But do you hear why I'm saying Washington? Because
if you're counting on a loss in Indiana.
No, I am.
Which I'm not.
But 5-0, I don't want to see 5-0 crippled to have a 7 straight game losing streak to end the season. If you've got 2 really tough games back-to-back, home against Indiana and at Oregon, and then a bye week.
I think
can you bounce back and say, all right, that was rough. We're 5-2. Let's beat Washington. Let's get back to 6-2. We're going to a bowl game. And now, why can't we beat Illinois? Why can't we go to Rutgers? Ohio State, tough game, but we can beat them. And then at Iowa. Have some momentum in November for once.
Okay, hold on. See, that's why I'm selling
Indiana.
Indiana.
What Washington sets up there.
No, I'm selling Indiana because that would give you momentum earlier in the schedule, and it would give you some confidence going into Eugene. So I'm saying I'm sticking with Indiana. Now, what's Washington? Are they going to be undefeated coming in here?
Okay, Washington will open it with Washington State. Not a gimme, but they should win that game.
Yeah.
Utah State, that'll be interesting, but should win. Eastern Washington should win that 3-0.
Those are all in Seattle. They don't lose in Seattle hardly anymore.
Then they're home against Minnesota, should be 4-0. Then they go to USC. That could be a loss. It could be 4. I'm going to give them a loss, 4-1.
Okay.
Then they host Iowa. Win or lose, it's in Washington.
Yeah.
They'll beat Iowa. Okay,
they'll
5-1. Then they go to Purdue.
They'll beat Purdue.
6-1. Then they head to Nebraska. They're 6-1 going to Nebraska.
6-1 or 7-0.
Probably 6-1.
You don't like them against USC?
No. It's at USC.
Okay.
Take the Trojans.
6-1 or 7-0.
Take the Trojans.
So Washington will be ranked.
I'm not counting Iowa as a given, right? Win for Washington right now. I know.
I'm not either.
I'm not an Iowa fan.
Hold on.
Saying
they don't lose in Seattle. They've lost 2 games, and the only games they've lost with Fish are in Seattle or Ohio State and Oregon. And then look at DeBoer's record in Seattle. It was ridiculous. They don't lose in Seattle.
Well, we pointed out that Iowa, their conference schedule is brutal the first 3 games of Michigan, Ohio State, and Washington. That program does not start off 0-3 very often in conference play. That's why I don't just say, hey, they're going to go down to Seattle at 0-2 and lose that game.
Anywho, back to this was a good job by, we could go back to it later, Cody Nagel's rankings. I thought they were good. I thought it was interesting to read. It's good to get caught up a little bit or your mind refreshed. And I think it's good sometimes just to see somebody nationally write something somewhat positive.
That was positive. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. There's a lot in this, like right away. See, this kind of stuff gets your attention. Ohio State, 29 draft picks over the last 3 cycles. Ohio State, 29 draft picks over the last 3 cycles. The only other teams to do that are Georgia and Texas. So that's God. I mean, it's not surprising, but it's a reminder. Those are the teams that are pumping the NFL. Georgia, Texas, Ohio State. Who else? I mean, the normals, Bama, probably Notre Dame, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then he picks them number 1 in the Big Ten, which is somewhat debatable. Oregon brings back 8 starters on defense. That's the thing to keep in mind. Plus Dante Moore at quarterback. Oregon is 17-1 in regular season conference play in the 2 seasons it's been in the Big Ten.
That pretty good?
It's pretty
Sounds
good.
Pretty good to me.
It's pretty good. I mean, then he has Indiana. He has Indiana third.
And here's 16. All right, look at that disrespect already. Third's not bad, but third's not one for a team that was undefeated last year, national champs.
One other thing, the USC pick at 4. Is this right? And Cody Nagel writes, no coach enters 2026 with more pressure to win big than Lincoln Riley.
I believe that.
Is he
yes.
atop that list?
Yes. We talked yesterday about how much he's getting paid to get the beach house in California. They didn't pay him to just be average and above average at USC. He was paid there to go be like Pete Carroll and win championships. They have not really been close to that yet. So yes,
right,
absolutely, he has the highest pressure out there. He should.
There's no other coach in the country.
I don't think so. I mean, Kalen DeBoer, I guess maybe at Alabama has high pressure, but he's got an extension though. Like a month or 2 ago. So, I don't know.
I'd say DeBoer.
But he just got extended, though.
Well, I don't care. I don't care about that. But why? Because those contracts get blown.
I know.
Why do you fall for that?
DeBoer, I just saying.
You got an extension.
DeBoer or Riley are probably 1-2 in
that
pressure.
extension guarantees nothing. Guarantees nothing.
It's just a
if they go
look of support.
No, hold on. If they go 8-4, nobody's gonna say, "Well, we just extended it."
Look of support. For those who are bashing it, it's a vision of, hey, we support. We know that people don't believe this. We support our guy. He's gonna get it done.
I don't ever pay attention to that stuff.
Well, I'm just telling you.
If they throw a 9-3, even those boosters down there go, "Well, we just extended him."
I understand that, but it was a show of support.
I get that.
Before we get to break, you were hungry. Sip for breakfast, brunch, or lunch in downtown Lincoln. Where should the Breakers go this morning?
The Bird.
Early Bird's open right now until 2 p.m. every day of the week.
Connor's so disappointed.
At 19th and K with free and spacious parking. They have breakfast tacos, breakfast nachos, waffles, French toast, pancakes, and the world-famous hash holes.
Hash holes.
Hash holes. Stop
hash
by
holes.
today. Early Bird, 19th and K, open until 2 p.m.
Awkward.
every day of the week. When we come back, a stat that is very impressive for Nebraska baseball.
Oh.
Nationally. We'll tell you what it is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're looking for a workplace that feels like home, Midwest Bank might just be the place. We're hiring a personal banker in Lincoln who enjoys helping others and being a part of a close-knit team. With great perks and a community-focused mission, you'll feel right at home here. Porque aquí todos son bienvenidos. Apply today at Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer. Member FDIC.
Hey USA, it's your 250th birthday, and Amigos brings the party. The Yankee Burrito is back. And what's more American than a hot dog? In a crispy tortilla. This summer, the All-American Twist is back too, for just $3.99. There's festive layers of red slushy, white soft serve, and blue slushy with whipped cream and a cherry on top. Celebrate freedom, flavor, and fun in every bite with a Yankee Burrito and All-American Twist. Only at Amigos. When tacos and quesadillas join forces at Amigos, something seriously delicious happens. Quesadilla tacos. Crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside, folded taco style, and stuffed with bold seasoned flavor. It's like your favorite quesadilla and taco teamed up for the ultimate spring fling. With Tex-Mex, chicken, supreme, or steak, Amigos has a quesadilla taco for everyone. So hurry in. This tasty collab is here for a limited time only. Get the ultimate flavor fusion with quesadilla tacos at Amigos.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com. It's that time of the year, baseball fans. State baseball is back on the air on 93.7 The Ticket. Join Nick Sainert, Tristan Gomez, and me, Austin Orman, for all the action from Werner Park. We'll bring you all the games from Werner, including the opening rounds in Class A and Class B, as well as all 3 state championship games thanks to our great local sponsors. It's state championship baseball all week long on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com, and streaming worldwide on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and the free Ticket app.
Do you ever feel okay in your current job and profession, but wonder if there's a better company that can offer more? Vision Mechanical is now hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians. Vision Mechanical offers top-of-the-industry wages, 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, 401k with employee match, and paid holidays and vacation. Vision Mechanical believes in craftsmanship, teamwork, and building a better future one project at a time. Apply today or learn more at visionmechanical.net or email Ron at vmech.net. Where there's smoke, there's flavor, and there's plenty of it at the Smokehouse at Super Savor and Russ's Market. Award-winning old world recipes made in Lincoln since 1984 with many flavors of smoked sausage and brats to choose from. The Smokehouse has something special for every season: brats and sausages for the grill, beef sticks and beef jerky for snacking, and smoked salmon, smoked turkey, or smoked hams for your holiday feast. Stop by the Smokehouse at Super Savor and Russ's Market today to fulfill your search for real flavor.
Right now in Lincoln, neighbors are facing hunger and homelessness, and they need our help. Your donation to Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach for Give to Lincoln Day helps provide nutritious meals, safe shelter, and life-changing support. Your gift goes even further thanks to matching funds from the Lincoln Community Foundation. Working together, we can make our community stronger by ensuring that everyone has access to nutritious food and a safe place to sleep at night. Give to Matt Talbot today or anytime through May 28th at givetolincoln.com.
Is your air conditioner ready for the hot weather ahead? Get it checked now before you really need it. Call Bryant now to schedule your spring air conditioning service check. No matter what brand equipment you have, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean, inspect, and test to make sure it's ready to cool efficiently when hot weather hits. Stay cool and comfortable with air conditioning services from Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111 to schedule your AC check. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Does someone in your household avoid phone calls because they can't hear clearly, or do they have difficulty speaking on the phone? Nebraska offers a solution. The Nebraska Specialized Telecommunications Equipment Program, or NSTEP, provides financial assistance for specialized devices like amplified phones, captioned telephones, smartphones with Bluetooth pairing to hearing aids, and speech-generating devices. If you're a Nebraska resident with a certified hearing or speech disability, you may qualify. It's not income-based, and once approved, you own the equipment. Learn more or apply at psc.nebraska.gov or call 1-800-526-0017.
Looking for something fun tonight? Axe throwing, local beer, and great vibes are waiting at Arbor Axe House. From casual nights out to celebrations and team events, it all starts here. Reserve a lane today at arboraxe.com. Arbor Axe House at the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
At Cedars, we're here to make sure that kids have the safety and stability that every child deserves, where they're protected and where they feel safe. You make this possible. Today, more than ever, we need your support to be here for kids who have nowhere else to call home. Now through May 28th, make a big impact through Give to Lincoln. Give to Cedars now at givetolincoln.com.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We like when you have money for yourself and for generations to come, Sip. At DWE Generations, having a plan matters, especially when it comes to protecting what is most important. They work with families, individuals, and business owners to help make smart financial decisions that support life today and set the foundation for generations. David Darlington, Russell Walton, and Cody Eiler bring decades of experience, and their dedicated team provides follow-through, answering questions and staying connected as life evolves. DWE Generations, a generational wealth planning firm. Visit generations.nm.com or call 402-483-7871. Ask for David Russell or Cody at DWE generation. Saw a stat yesterday that was impressive, I thought, for Nebraska baseball, SIP, as they continue to likely be in line to host a regional here in Lincoln next week.
Mm-hmm.
This is from the official Husker baseball account. Attendance numbers came out, SIP.
I see this.
Nebraska finished 13th in the country in attendance this year. 5,123 fans per game, including SIP over the last month of the year, just shy of 7,000 fans per game. 6,984 fans per game over the final month of the year. Now, remember those series against USC and Iowa, big crowds, but they show up for a team that's playing like Nebraska has been this year also.
Yep.
You wonder what a regional could look like here in terms of fans.
You don't wonder.
8,000 plus per game, right?
You don't wonder. You know it's going to be packed. Whatever the fire marshal says is acceptable, basically.
That's over 8, right?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that number is. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're, I'm going back to those years where Will was playing, Will Bolt, and it was packed. So just whatever. I'm serious. I mean, how willing is the fire marshal to sort of say, okay, just kind of do what you got to do within reason, but anyway, it'll look like it did when Will played. That's how I look at it. That's how it's going to feel and look. I don't know if it'll feel that way, but it'll look that way. It'll be hard to ever feel that way because that was an interesting time in Nebraska baseball because it all felt so new. Now it will kind of feel new again. On now 2005.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, 2005.
21 years ago.
Jabba Chamberlain and Alex Gordon, which, I was
in high school.
Yeah, and Alex
35.
Alex was about to be picked, in the draft first?
Yeah, second.
Second
in the draft.
Alex Gordon was going to be this, so that it all felt a little different back then because it was a freaky time. But this will be great. It'll be. And it'll help give Nebraska an edge, and it'll be really bizarre if Arkansas comes in here.
That was we saw that yesterday from thanks to Corey put that up from On 3. They put it, and Nebraska was the 1, Arkansas was the 2.
Yeah, and now
21st ranked Arkansas.
As Bill pointed out, though, you don't want to go too far.
Yeah, it's just a prediction.
Right.
But that'd be a great story if it was Arkansas.
Yeah,
Van Horn versus Bolt.
Yeah, so this is going to crank up, and it'll be amazing out there.
I just wonder if they would go to standing room only because GA is kind of that, but that's for the the berms, third base berm, first base berm, and the outfield has berms.
I think you would go to standing room only,
and they should. You could. There's room to stand around that concourse,
right? That's what
if they were to do that.
There's a railing.
Oh, there's a ton of room for that.
Right. There's a railing. You can
yes,
I would imagine that's what they do. People
that gets you over 8,000.
Yeah, people.
I want to see the 8. I want to see the 8. I want to see the 8.
Yeah.
8 plus. They won't get to 9, but anywhere between 8 to 8,500, I think would be incredible.
I like this for Will that we're having a conversation that they're in the top 15 teams in terms of attendance in a cold weather school.
Yeah, in a non-baseball conference. The Big Ten's had a great year. With
non-baseball
with UCLA having the great year they've had, number 1 team in the country. Nebraska's had a great year. USC, Oregon. You've had 4 ranked teams almost the entire season.
Which, by the way, now hold on.
What?
I don't know. We might have slipped up a little bit in saying it's a non-baseball conference.
Well, it has been. It has been.
Right.
The additions of the West Coast teams have helped the Big Ten greatly in baseball.
Purdue had a good year. So there's a couple cold weather teams that aren't bad.
This is the same conference that back when the ticket started doing radio, the Minnesota coach wanted them to not even play the same time as other schools, other conferences. He wanted to play their own summer league, Big Ten only.
And then what was
Now, Michigan did make a championship game a couple years ago. They were in the finals.
A few years
and
ago.
Indiana's had some success.
Yeah, Kyle
Schwarber.
Hey,
and
what
Sam
happened
Travis.
with Northwestern? What was that?
They didn't have a coach for a while.
They fired him, right?
They fired everybody.
And it wasn't, nobody covered it.
They were like 0-9 or 0-10, and everyone got fired and nobody was talking about it.
Nobody was covering it. It wasn't covered in the media.
So is that a baseball conference too? Kudos to the West Coast teams for being good and really
kudos
good.
to Nebraska.
And Nebraska for having 23-7 in conference play. Are you kidding me?
Legit.
23-7.
Legit.
41-14 overall. One loss at home to a very good Kansas team. That's it.
They're going to be a problem for most, not everybody, but most teams because they keep coming. They got a legit offense, and they're resilient.
They were down 6-1 in the 9th inning at Minnesota and won 7-6.
Well, and that's sort of like a regular, not that extreme, but they regularly would respond this year. I mean, that's the type of team they are. By the way, sort of the type of team I envisioned when they hired Will. I always kind of thought this is not exactly the teams I envision with Will, but the resiliency part is what I envision. That's his personality.
But on YouTube, Corn Raider says capacity is 8,486 at Haymarket Park.
You are fixated.
What does that mean? We're going to see 85 in the building. It's going to be beautiful. I hope to be there.
You'll be there, right?
In a non-media role. I can cover the team, but in the stands. I'd like to be there with a ticket in the stands. But if I have to be media credential, fine. That's fine. I can do that too. But I don't want to miss that scene. I'm going to softball Thursday night and Friday. I'll be at the game.
Wait a second.
Yeah,
what?
I'll be there.
On.
Yeah. Credentialed media. Not in the press box. There's no room in the press box, but I'll be walking around the area.
Okay, that's how that works?
I mean, you might get a seat in there, but
I would not get a seat. No, they would not give me a seat.
Radio station's not going to get a seat in a tiny press box.
No, they're not going to give me a seat. It'll be our beat. It'd be the Husker Online.
You could get a credential and walk around with me and see the scene.
So you just walk
8 p.m. game Thursday, late night.
You just walk around.
Well, I'll be in the concourse area.
Okay.
So I'm going to give coverage Thursday, Friday.
You're kidding me.
Me and Nick Wyman and DP going to give coverage from
You're kidding
Bolden
me.
Stadium.
You're going to be.
Bill
would love this.
I'll be on the grounds.
Bill would love this.
I'll be on the grounds.
You're credentialed media.
Yeah, for softball.
Working.
Which I was at Saturday for the game.
Yeah.
It's not media.
We'll have Rhonda Revelle at 8:15.
Yeah, we will.
You need to get ready for this.
I am prepared. I'm prepared. I had long talks with Carson Schott about the team. He goes to every game. So I got a lot of intel.
Okay. This is fun.
When we come back, I've got Bill's Thrills. Jake's Takes is next. Bugaboo Tuesday. I got something.
You got a bugaboo?
Oh, it's bothering me.
I was wondering if you had a bugaboo.
Oh, I'm ready to roll. That and Song of the Day next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete in Lincoln and Palmyra. Ready Mixed offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply with Ready Mixed Concrete today to be eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with Ready Mixed Concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
This is Jordy Ball for Anderson Ford. For years, Anderson has relied on an exceptional customer experience. But just this once, they're going to rely on a really great pitch.
Right now, lease a 2026 Ford F-150 for $199 per month for 36 months.
Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1008721. Previous service loaner. $199 per month. Lease for 36 months with approved credit. 7,500 miles per year. 10650 to assign. No security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 7/6/26.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio, video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Where there's smoke, there's flavor, and there's plenty of it at the Smokehouse at Super Savor and Russ's Market. Award-winning old world recipes made in Lincoln since 1984 with many flavors of smoked sausage and brats to choose from. The Smokehouse has something special for every season: brats and sausages for the grill, beef sticks and beef jerky for snacking, and smoked salmon, smoked turkey, or smoked hams for your holiday feast. Stop by the Smokehouse at Super Savor and Russ's Market today to fulfill your search for real flavor. Do you ever feel okay in your current job and profession, but wonder if there's a better company that can offer more? Vision Mechanical is now hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians. Vision Mechanical offers top-of-the-industry wages, 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, 401k with employee match, and paid holidays and vacation. Vision Mechanical believes in craftsmanship, teamwork, and building a better future one project at a time. Apply today or learn more at visionmechanical.net or email Ron at vmech.net.
Graham Tire Company is celebrating 75 years of serving its neighbors throughout the Midwest, and to say thank you, they're giving you a $75 instant rebate on a set of 4 select tires during their Memorial Day tire sale event. You can stack on even more savings with big mail-in rebates on select tires from Goodyear, Cooper, and Hankook. And remember, all tires are on sale right now, making this the perfect time to upgrade before summer driving begins. Hurry in today. Graham Tire, your tire store next door.
If you're looking for a workplace that feels like home, Midwest Bank might just be the place. We're hiring a personal banker in Lincoln who enjoys helping others and being a part of a close-knit team. With great perks and a community-focused mission, you'll feel right at home here. Porque aquí todos son bienvenidos. Apply today at Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer. Member FDIC.
When you or someone you know has been seriously injured and you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will fight for the justice you deserve in court to get the very best possible outcome. Trust the compassionate and hardworking attorneys at Liberty Law Group when you need an attorney in Nebraska or Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
At Schwezo Construction, safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Build with us. Work safe, go home proud. We're hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back, on and off the job site. If you're ready to be part of a company where your safety and success come first, visit Schwezo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com and apply today. Schwezo Construction, 40 years strong and still building the future.
Is your air conditioner ready for the hot weather ahead? Get it checked now before you really need it. Call Bryant now to schedule your spring air conditioning service check. No matter what brand equipment you have, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean, inspect, and test to make sure it's ready to cool efficiently when hot weather hits. Stay cool and comfortable with air conditioning services from Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111 to schedule your AC check. Bryant, whatever it takes.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
From 1973, song of the day, Riding the Storm Out, REO Speedwagon. 464-56851 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on the Starter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
I need Breakers' help here. Breakers, 402-464-5685. Jake botched this again. Bill would have jumped on this. That's not the version. I don't know what the hell
That's
version.
REO Speedwagon. It's from YouTube.
That's not the one on their album.
I know
you've done this twice. This is the second time you've done it, by the way.
Tell that to the
Breakers
YouTube.
Weigh In. That's not the song that gets on the radio. You know that, right?
Sound like it to me.
No, it's not.
Sound
No, it
just
doesn't
like,
sound
sound
like
just
no,
like it.
no.
Sounded identical, actually.
No,
could have been more like it tried.
Connor's agreeing with me. Connor, you were agreeing.
I think your ears are telling you a
Connor,
different
what do you
thing.
say? You agree with me? Yes. Jake, Breakers Weigh In. I don't know what version that is.
Nobody is saying that so far.
I don't know what version you're playing, but it's not the right version. This is the second time this has happened.
I did it for a storm before.
I know. What? Anybody weighing in?
Not nothing yet.
Breakers.
Just scores so far.
Bill would have jumped on this. That's what I'm kind of doing it in honor of Bill. He'd be like, "What is that?"
Sounded
It's
pretty
like
good
the
to me.
studio.
Sounded
I don't
pretty
know
good
what
to me.
that was. Like the rough version.
Sounded like radio to me.
Anywho, I nonplussed by that.
What? Okay, imagine that was the normal version, the non-studio
I can't
version.
imagine it.
You like REO Speedwagon?
I'm not big on that
That's
song. I never have been.
1973. Sip. That's better times.
I've never been big on that song.
What about the theme?
Themes.
You were sitting in the building at Husker Online, typing on the desktop, riding the storm out.
Not the original. Okay, so Mike does weigh in. Mike from Wahoo, our friend.
Husker Mike.
Not the original track. Sounds like a cover band.
That wasn't a cover band. That was definitely REO.
I'm not sure about that.
Unbelievable.
I'm not sure about that. And I would not even give. I would not give the real Riding the Storm Out song a high grade. I'm certainly not going to give the fake one a high grade. Okay. So I'm in the fours.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Crying out loud. 4.62, which is generous.
I think Bill would be a 5.3, maybe.
Maybe.
Because it's better times.
He would jump you for playing the
wrong version.
Yes.
Listen, blame YouTube for that one. Connor, please, guess the score.
5.1.
Not a lot of seasoning on that one, he says.
No, that's a good way to put it. That is bland.
Let's see what the textures have to say before we get to Bill's thrills.
Brad weighs in that. Brad weighs in.
What Brad's saying?
Hold on. I can't tell. Anyway, keep going.
Okay, Rod in Lincoln says, great tune, 8.5. I'm going to look at you every time a good score comes in. Brett and Bertrand, 6.5. Sandmaster, 7.8. Scooter, B-Ross, 7.45. Rick from Wahoo, 7. Nomad Brad, 7.8. Classic.
Wow.
Caleb and Lee, 5.4. Houston, 5.1.
Okay.
Solid 9.2 from unnamed texter. Philip from Miller, 9.3. Mike and Dalton, 8.6.
Wow.
Ryan in California, 7.8. Vernon Dakin, 5.6.
Any commentary on that? The fact that that's not the original.
I'm scrolling up still. Vern says a better version would have got a higher number.
Thank you, Vern. Yeah, what was that version? I don't.
Doug in Idaho, 9.3.
I'm not convinced that's Kevin Cronin.
Dirty J and Friend, 8.2. A lot of staring at you for these scores.
Mm-hmm.
High T from Stan and Bennett, 8.2. High T in that song.
Okay, High T.
Rubber Duck from LinkedIn, 5.3. Shemaya, 8.7. A banger, Shemaya says, with the putter that Laura now has.
Yeah.
Husker Rick, 8.5. Noticing a trend here?
Yeah.
Good scores, unlike your 4 crappy
6.5. 4.62.
T-Bone in Roca says 9.5.
Come on.
Sandy, underrated song and very fitting, 7.9. See, these people just get it.
That's not Sanders' son.
No, that's Sandy. Scooter and Roca, awesome, 10. A 10 from Scooter. Husker Mike, 9. Who just texted you, by the way, 9 from him. Box Neighbor, 7.5. Gavin and Pender, 7.5. Sip is right, says somebody. Coach Libby says, I butchered that version. I agree with Sip on that one.
Kevin sang it. Kevin
Cronin
sang it in a re-release in 1997 live version.
Big Bird says 100% agree with Sip about the wrong version. Someone says the wrong version for sure. That's the bad version.
What is that version?
Tell Sip to calm down in the song.
Not calming. I'm not even upset. I'm just saying you played the wrong version.
Millard Mike says Sip's right. However, it is still excellent. It's Millard Mike in Colorado.
Thank you, Millard Mike.
Not the right version. Anyone could hear that from somebody. Love the song. Sounded weird. Kevin Cronin did the remake. That is not the normal version.
Thank you. God bless them. God bless those breakers.
Jennifer and hubby. Jake, fantastic. 9-3 from Jennifer, 8-3 from hubby, and a wow on the song. You gave a 4.62.
Jennifer,
Shameful.
hubby. Jennifer and hubby, hold on. Come on, that's not the original version.
John says it's the original version. John in Des Moines.
Okay, it's the original version, but it's not the good version.
Okay, but it's the original.
It's not the good one.
Well, we like the OG here.
Oh my God, Mike Murphy is the lead singer on this one. It's not even Cronin.
Well, it's the original. That's the original one.
There should be some sort of suspension.
I'm suspended for song of the day. Okay,
Mike Murphy is the lead singer on that song. That's the second time you've done it.
Going to YouTube real quick.
That's the
before we
second
move on.
time you've done this.
Wishing was fishing. Chris 895. Bolt 964. Your Captain Cody 9. Genghis 88. Better times. All these shots I'm taking over here. Scores are excellent over here.
I'm not sure they're shots. I'm just pointing out that I wouldn't regard them as shots.
Nate in Des Moines 8-1. Nebraska Knoll 7-6. Conservative Husker 8-2. Troy 8-2. Rashawn in Miami, not Wilkes-Barre. He's in Miami right now. 7-9.
Well, they're kind.
Song of the day was, I guess, an off version of Riding the Storm out by REO Speedwagon. Riding the Storm out.
Mike Murphy on lead.
This could be my Bugaboo Tuesdays. These ratings right now. Your criticism of the song. But I have something else though.
All right.
Are you ready for Bill's Thrills?
I am.
Bill's gone today, so today it's Jake's Takes on a Bugaboo Tuesday. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
There's
gonna be a bonanza.
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break.
As always, Bill's Thrills sponsored by our friends at Diner Contract.
Randy!
The king of remodels for your kitchen, bathroom, whole house, and more. Give Randy a call or text at 402-417-5204. Your favorite day of the week is Bugaboo Tuesday. Now, Bill is not here. I have a Bugaboo. Before I begin, I want to make it so I know this is first world problems. Okay, I don't expect pity at all. But that's why it's a Bugaboo for me.
Okay. You're trying.
It's first world problems.
Okay.
Here's the headline.
Oh, wow, you got a headline.
Potential glee is killed by the tree.
Okay, I
have never met my neighbors behind us. I have no problem with them. They're probably wonderful people. And
You've never met them.
This is not any sort of attack at them or anything, but it is something on their property I'm attacking here. As you know, I have a pool, an above-ground pool, which it is May 19th. It's been open since the 5th. I have not got in the pool yet because of a particular problem.
What is the problem?
The river birch tree. There's 3 in the backyard of the neighbors who I'm sure are wonderful people. And actually, these are probably here before they even moved into the house. They probably didn't even plant these trees. This is probably pre them arriving in their house. Not an attack at them at all. But let me tell you about the river birch tree.
A river birch
tree drops millions upon billions upon trillions of seeds nonstop for weeks in May. On top of leaves that, of course, fall in the fall.
Okay.
What does that mean for me trying to keep the pool clean? Again, I understand first world problems.
Whoa.
Hear me out.
No, I got you.
This past weekend, I spent between Friday and Sunday at least combined 3 hours scooping out, and this is not that big of a pool. It's I don't even know it's not that big of a pool.
Okay.
But I would go in for an hour and you wouldn't even know I did anything because these seeds just are never ending. I get the net. If you see my property in the backyard, it's half grass and half birch seeds on piles. Because I don't have the patience to go walk it to a trash can up front or bring a trash can up back or put it in the middle of the fences. It's just there's birch seeds everywhere. Piles of them from the pool.
How do you know that the river birch tree?
Elizabeth is very good at trees. She's the one that has detected these are river birch trees.
River birch trees.
And they just drop, again, every day, millions of seeds.
This is amazing.
Millions.
It is. Okay.
And I'm trying to get this pool to be accessible to me. You could still get in the pool, but who wants to have a bunch of seeds by you? It's like this is disgusting. And that's on me. If you came to the pool, you wouldn't say that tree. You would say you're not doing a good enough job cleaning out this pool. When I, in fact, have been out there for hours and hours and hours cleaning out the pool. We have a vacuum cleaner going in the pool. Doesn't matter. The seeds are nonstop.
Wow. Will they subside in June?
I believe so. Either later this month or in June they'll subside. But holy crap, it is mind-boggling.
Oh, so you don't go in the pool?
No, I haven't gone in the pool yet.
So how do you get the seeds?
Well,
out?
Again, the pool's not that big. I can take a net and I can walk around the pool and scoop it out.
A net works?
Yes, the net gets the seeds out. They do, thankfully, for the most part, stay on top of the water. They don't go to the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Now some
they don't go through the netting.
No, thankfully they don't do that. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I could get every scoop I take has millions of seeds in it. It feels like. And then it does nothing. It just the water moves and here comes trillions more seeds.
Wow.
If you came over to my house, you'd say, "There's that many." Yeah, look at this. They're down on the deck. They're on the hot tub. I mean, they're down on the patio down below. They're everywhere.
This pool was there when you bought the house.
That's great. Yeah,
so
we did not put this
in air to buy a pool for that house because of the river birch.
But think about that. That's why it's a bugaboo. Why should a tree in a neighbor's yard prevent me from living my best life? And once again, I expect no pity. I know this is first world problems. I'm just telling you the situation. Why it's a bugaboo to me. I spent hours on this, and it's done nothing.
The trees were there first.
Now, it's true. They were. And trees are important to this world. We need trees. I'm not vouching for cutting down the tree. I don't know what to do.
I don't either.
I don't want to cut down. I was watching the tree
in the storm. You can't cut their trees down. Don't do
Saturday
that.
night, I was watching the storm. I go, this is getting crazy.
Do not go out there and cut those trees down.
I'm not doing that.
That'll be a problem. You'll be arrested.
But I want you to know, imagine me having spent, let's say Friday, I was out there for an hour and a half.
Okay, that's a lot.
And then I look at the pool on Saturday morning when I wake up. And it's like you did nothing. It's just covered in seeds once again.
Okay, I feel your pain here. I do. I'm not mocking you at all. This is a situation I didn't know about.
So this is more than anything, it's not really an attack at the neighbors or it's about the type of tree. River birch trees are evil. They're not nice trees.
I don't know why
they
we're doing
provide
this.
some shade, but all they do is cause problems for your house. The gutters are probably full of seeds also.
Okay.
Haven't been on the house, have not been on the roof to check the gutters out.
Yeah.
All I know is that my yard is half grass and half river birch seeds.
I mean,
at this point.
what I think we're talking about is the river birch trees are just problematic for a period of time, not all year round. May is particularly bad, is what you're suggesting.
Yes. Now I've got some response from the text line.
I want to hear it.
And if you're going to criticize me, it's fine. But a lot of support so far.
Mm-hmm. I'm supportive.
Big B says, knowing what you know, Jake, put a cover on it. Well, yeah, we have a cover.
A cover.
But guess what? The cover does not guarantee the seeds not going into the pool when you take the cover off. It's not a simple process.
It's not.
Enclose your pool. Yeah, enclose your pool. What?
Yes, enclose your pool.
Yeah, I have a tarp. The tarp is off. You don't put a tarp back on the pool once it's open in the pool season. Once it's open, you keep it open.
Okay.
From what I've been told, again, I'm still a new pool owner. I guess I don't know all the ins and outs, but talking to my pool people who run the pool, they don't put the tarp on until the season's over in October.
It seems like you could put a tarp on right now until you're ready to use it.
I could put a version of it. But we're ready to use it though. We're ready to hop in.
65.
I'm not going in today, but it was 90. It was 90 degrees on Sunday. Could have hopped in then. No, I was scooping out seeds for hours and then hours again. Someone says, don't open the pool until the tree is done with seeds. Why?
Because
I have to wait for the tree to be done losing its seeds to open my pool.
I almost would suggest that.
So because of where I live,
June
I
1.
probably can't open the pool until June. We already have a short pool season as it is.
Pool opens June 5th. Pool opens. Is that the remedy?
Jake says we got a cover for ours from Amazon. It works really well. Stayed on all during the weather we just had. Okay, well, I'll look into that.
Yeah, I think that's the answer.
Bearded Ben says it's known as it's a pruning tree. It creates messes. Self-pruning tree.
Self-pruning. Thank you, Bearded Ben.
Let's see.
I could use a donut, by the way.
Tim says, have you heard of a newfangled contraption called the pool cover? I just said we have a tarp, but I have to wait till the seeds are done and open this thing in June.
June 5th. That's the target date.
So the tree is preventing me from opening the pool at a desired time.
I mean, May's kind of early, right? The public pools aren't open.
Kip says, Jake, they're on the tennis courts as well and the putting green. They're all over everywhere. These seeds are everywhere across the city.
I don't know about everywhere across the city. Missing tooth, Greg, please wait.
Kevin says, sounds like SIP has never seen nets used for cleaning pools. I'd be the same way as you, Jake, in that one. Joel, Wisconsin, hire a pool boy. No, I'm the pool boy. I'm my own pool boy. I don't need to hire a pool boy. I've had professionals help with the opening with the chemical situation, but now it's all on me and Elizabeth going forward.
It is on you.
Make a holodome. I'm not going to make a holodome. Doug, good idea.
Make a holodome.
Use a leaf blower. It's not going to work with leaves in the water. The seeds in the water. I don't think the leaf blower is going to work with the seeds in the water.
No.
Right?
No. Netting. Yeah, you're in a fix, but I think what I would do is open it in June.
Rubber Duck says those seeds are terrible. I hear Jake's pain. River birch trees, man, they are evil. Trees.
I'm not pushing back at all. I just think you have to do June.
Dan in Wichita says we have a river birch tree that our deck is built around. Those seeds are always a problem. Having a pool close to such a tree would be a major hassle. Thank you, Dan in Wichita. You hear my point.
Yep, Dan gets it.
Husker Mike, 100%, Jake. If you keep a tarp on the pool too long, then you could have algae in the water. There's a certain time frame.
Okay. Yeah, you're in a fix. What's Elizabeth say about
She hates it. Oh, she's the one. She hates those seeds. She's like, that tree. Loves trees. Big tree fan. River birch tree, not so much.
Okay. River birch trees draw our ire on early break.
Yeah. Bugaboo Tuesday. They are. Oh,
it's a good one.
It took 3 hours, and it's barely even you can notice I've done any work on the pool. Like you would think, wow, Jake, you came over and said, well, geez, do you care about this thing? Yeah, I do. Look at all the seeds in the ground. Oh, the piles. Those seeds came from me scooping them out, putting them right there.
What do you do with those piles?
I don't know. What do I do? I'm gonna have a bunch of pile of seeds in the backyard.
Missing tooth.
I don't know what to do.
Has weighed in.
Jake Hazer says cut all the leaf trees down. I can't. That's the neighbor's. I cannot cut the neighbor's tree down, Jake. There's a fence up too. I'd have to hop the fence and cut the tree down. I would be in jail for something, right?
I wonder if that would land you in jail if you just cut your neighbor's trees down.
Hop the fence on their property to cut down a tree.
My guess is yes.
It's probably jail time. I'm not sure what the offense is. Is that not breaking and entering. What would that be? I have no idea.
What the legal term was.
Your headline again was this. Potential glee is killed by the tree. Talking about you, River Birch Tree. You're evil.
The potential glee being you.
In the pool. Enjoying the pool. That is Jake's takes in place of Bill's Thrills today.
That was
sponsored by Diamond
You handled
Contracting.
that extremely well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hour 2 is next. We've got an article that Connor found that Sip is just going to love about anonymous quotes. We'll hear about that next. An early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate openings for production laborers, operators, and drivers. Earn great pay starting at $21.50 per hour, plus health benefits, 401k, paid time off, and more. Right now, production laborers can earn a $1,500 hiring bonus, and drivers are eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. No experience? No problem. Concrete Industries offers on-the-job training and opportunities to grow your career. Start your future today. Visit concreteindustries.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet, GMC, and Chevrolet. And GMC Truck Month is here. Absolutely huge discounts and 2.9% for 72 months. I also just wanted to share a little bit more about the Koppel family. They've been serving the Omaha and Lincoln and surrounding communities for over 50 years with great customer service and small town charm. That's always been our motto, and we absolutely will not be undersold. It truly is confident buying and confident driving. So come on in, meet the team, check us out at Koppel or at KoppelCars.com. All deals with approved credit.
Tomorrow is about the lessons we learn today. A farmer's market teaches us that community is grown together. Kids laughing shows us how joy is easy. And coffee on the porch reminds us to savor every moment. These are the lessons that shape a tomorrow we all share. One filled with trust, good company, and wide open dreams. That's the way banking should be. And that's Pinnacle Bank. Member FDIC.
Looking for something fun tonight? Axe throwing, local beer, and great vibes are waiting at Arbor Axe House. From casual nights out to celebrations and team events, it all starts here. Reserve a lane today at arbораxe.com. Arbor Axe House at the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
At Cedars, we're here to make sure that kids have the safety and stability that every child deserves, where they're protected and where they feel safe. You make this possible. Today, more than ever, we need your support to be here for kids who have nowhere else to call home. Now through May 28th, make a big impact through Give to Lincoln. Give to Cedars now at givetolincoln.com.
Do you ever feel okay in your current job and profession, but wonder if there's a better company that can offer more? Vision Mechanical is now hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians. Vision Mechanical offers top-of-the-industry wages, 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, 401k with employee match, and paid holidays and vacation. Vision Mechanical believes in craftsmanship, teamwork, and building a better future one project at a time. Apply today or learn more at visionmechanical.net or email Ron at vmech.net.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here, summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Pinnacle Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers.
So-
I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorens with you. Bill Busch out today. Hour 2 sponsored by our friends at Pinnacle Bank, who have a special mortgage promo going right now for the Breakers. Now through June 30th, when you apply for a mortgage loan or a home refi and close with Chris Lauer, Adam Lenzen, or Marlon Lyon at Pinnacle Bank, you can get a golf package at Tatanka Golf Club in Northeast Nebraska. That's a round of golf for 4, cart rentals, and a one-night, 2-room hotel stay at Ohia Casino on the premises, or $250 towards your closing costs. Please call Chris, Adam, or Marlon at 402-436-2462. Mention the code BREAKERS, and you heard about this on the ticket. Pinnacle Bank member, FDIC, equal housing lender. We do have some response before we move on from that Jake takes about the pool situation.
Yeah, we have a pool situation.
Now, Seth, lawyer Seth, listens every day, texted in about what would it be if I jumped the fence, cut the tree down, and took care of this.
Mm-hmm.
He said, trespassing and criminal mischief, vandalism at most. I said, well, would that get me jail time? He says, maybe just a butt chewing from the judge, but probably no jail time.
God, no, hold on, Seth. No jail time for hopping a fence and cutting down your neighbor's trees.
Sounds like it should. Well, it's got to be a fine of sorts, right?
Yeah.
You can't just go free and say that's Jake being Jake. There's got to be criminal. There's got to be a jail time or a fee involved there. Because what would stop somebody being? What would stop somebody from doing that?
By the way,
fine.
not a fee.
What would stop somebody from doing that if there's no fine or jail time? Let's do it all the time.
Wow.
Now,
Seth is an attorney at law.
Yeah, yes, he is.
He would know this much better than we would. I'm just expressing surprise that you wouldn't be facing some level of jail time, like a week, or you got to go in 3 days a week for 4 months, something like that.
Don't know. Seth doesn't know. He said no jail time and just a butt chewing by the judge. Likely.
Surprises.
A lot of response. People, some are against me, some are for me. That's pretty typical of any day, and especially on Jake's takes. When I said no, this is first world problems off the bat, so it's not any sort of bragging. I got a pool.
Is that what you're getting? Is there?
Yeah.
People?
Some people. Oh, Jake's got a pool. Yeah, I said I prefaced that to start the conversation. I said, I know this is a first world problem, so
Jake's
move
got a
past
pool.
that. Look at what I'm talking about the damn tree.
Jake's got a pool.
But a lot of people do understand the pain of a river birch tree. So thank you. Thank you, Breakers, in that. 464-5685. Call or text, as always. One of SIP's least favorite articles of the year has come out yesterday. And actually, I hate this article, too.
Oh, I don't hate it.
But I think it's important to at least bring it up. Because
I do, too.
This is actually what's changed. When we started the show, by the way, we have made it 10 years as of last week. Didn't celebrate. That's my bad.
We made it.
We made it 10 years. Early break. Woo!
10 years.
10 years on the air.
10 years.
Back then, Athlon Sports was the kings of the offseason. They were. Now CBS Sports is and on 3.
Yeah, as you dub them.
On 3 is right there as well. But Athlon is no longer the kings of the offseason. However, they did have an article. The title of it you just hate. Big Ten coaches talk anonymously about conference foes for 2026. Here's the best part, Sip. There's no name on the article. It just says by Athlon Sports. So you can't say, hey, this writer is making stuff up.
Aren't you immediately skeptical?
Yes, I am.
Okay, let's have fun with it.
Well, here's what they say about Nebraska. Anonymous coaches apparently in the Big Ten.
So this is an anonymous coach?
There's 3 separate anonymous coaches they talked to.
And it could be anybody.
Yes.
Head coach, analysts.
Let's read the first part of this real quick.
Yeah.
This is what it says here for the article. Hang on here. It says, it's not easy getting football coaches to honestly comment on another coach's player or team. Most coaches don't want to give opposing teams bulletin board material, which is why there's a great deal of coach speak or overused cliche used during each year.
Mm-hmm.
In order to get an accurate assessment of teams heading to 2026, Athlon asked coaches in the Big Ten to talk anonymously about their opponents. This is from Big Ten coach to Big Ten coach.
Yeah.
Here's 3 comments about Nebraska per this anonymous, apparently, article from Athlon Sports.
Okay.
Quote, they're in a ton of denial with the quarterback situation. Dylan Raiola is as good as they get as a player and as a person. Losing him, I thought he was their last hope. He was the pin that was holding that thing together, end quote. That's apparently an anonymous quote from a Big Ten coach, which you are always, rightfully so, skeptical of. Sip.
Continue.
Number 2 quote. I don't imagine they're going to do anything special. I think 5 wins, maybe 6 wins at the most this year. If they hit 7, I'd be shocked.
Shocked.
End quote from an anonymous Big Ten coach about Nebraska.
Shocked. Really? If they hit 7 after going 5-0, perhaps you'll be shocked. Okay, I'm not. Whatever. Keep going.
Number 3, last quote from the anonymous article.
So you're thinking these are 3 different people?
There's 3 separate Big Ten coaches. Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, if you believe this is being written, and it's real. Last one. Quote, head coach Matt Rule has some great aspects. He can make you run through a wall, but there's just always so much turnover with his staff. I know that it's a tough environment for those coaches to be in. Rule makes it like that on purpose because he doesn't want you to get comfortable. I don't want to say his model isn't going to work, but I don't know. End quote from the 3rd anonymous coach.
That last quote, that sounds reality based. I will say that. I mean, he can make you run through a wall, but there's been and there's been a lot of turnover, and I do think he makes it purposely makes it uncomfortable. In a sense, like a lot of bosses do. Bo had a management style that kept you on edge. Bo Pelini.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's fairly common to be kept on edge. The first one was the most interesting.
I'll read it again. This is the first one from this anonymous coaches in the Big Ten per Athlon Sports. Quote, they're in a ton of denial with the quarterback situation. Dylan Raiola is as good as they get as a player and as a person. Losing him, I thought he was their last hope. He was the pin that was holding that thing together, end quote. I don't buy that. I don't think you do either.
I mean,
was Dylan the last pin holding Nebraska together?
No. And I mean, I don't think he was their last hope. That's a surprising comment, actually. It's a complicated discussion with Dylan. Did he have enough around him? All of that. You get that discussion. I definitely don't put it all on Dylan. To say he was their last hope, I think it's rash, right?
What do you think the text line's saying right now about that particular comment?
Let's hear it.
That's got to be Dan Lanning talking because he took him in for his team. They let him go. That's the last hope. Now he's with us.
Yeah, that could be Lanning. That's the thing about these. You just don't.
Did anybody actually say this is the thing?
That's
why you've always hated this because they could just write there's no name attached to the article. It says by Athlon Sports, and there's nobody can criticize.
I wasn't going to say that,
but that's why you've hated these articles before.
Because I don't know if it's actually said. But then you're questioning the integrity of Athlon, so be careful with that. As I've learned, I don't know. It seems weird. It seems like a weird comment.
We don't know who wrote it. We don't know who said anything. It's just a random comment written by a random person that we don't know who it is.
Do you see why it would?
I understand why you hate this stuff.
Why you would? Why? Okay, let's just not say I hate it. Let's just say it elicits skepticism. Okay,
It's fine to say you hate it. It's not really journalism. I'm not really sure what it is. It's clickbait.
It's clickbait in its purest form, right? I mean, we don't. Okay, let's read some other.
Okay,
ones.
who do you want to go to next?
Well, I thought Illinois. Yeah, no, go to Indiana. Let's see what they say about Indiana.
About the defending champs, Indiana.
Come on, let's go see what
who
they
come
say
to
about
Lincoln
Sig.
October 10th this year.
Yeah.
Here's one that says, quote, the biggest glaring thing is the production they lost in the receiver room.
Omar Cooper
and Elijah Surratt.
Mm-hmm.
They've got some young guys coming in, and they paid a bleep ton for Michigan State transfer Nick Marsh. So we'll see how he does. They're going to be very young there.
Yeah, Marsh. They paid. So they. Yeah, I wonder what
they paid a bleep ton.
Means. Yeah.
Next up, quote, this is about Indiana. Defensively, they still return most of their production, but to me, it's hard to replicate what Mendoza did. Josh Hoover is a good player. I think he's got some turnover issues, but other than that, they reloaded.
Hey, those sound like legitimate quotes. Keep going.
Last one, quote, they're going to lose that rush of James Madison guys they had the last 2 years. So they could definitely struggle in some areas or of continuity, which where maybe the talent does have to take over. But I'm definitely not going to underestimate Indiana again.
That's fair. I'm not going to.
Those ones seem like they might be legit.
Yeah, they do. Iowa.
Well, I heard that at Wake Forest, former transfer quarterback Jeremy Hiklinski struggled a bit there. Struggled to put on weight, struggled to buy into the intensity of college football a bit. I'm interested to see how he progresses at Iowa.
Jeremy Hiklinski has not won the job yet. They have a quarterback battle in the fall. Go ahead.
Last one from Iowa. Well, it'll be interesting to see with them the new philosophy of adding more transfers. What they've been doing has been working. It's been developmental. But in this day and age, you can't do that anymore. You have to adapt and make the right choices in the portal. I would still bet a lot of money that they're going to be really good, and the culture of their team will still be intact.
You know who's not a portal guy? Jed Fish. He doesn't go into the portal much. You know what, Jake? There's different ways to do this. And Fish believes in the high school recruiting and development. He'll sign 25 guys and try to develop. Let's see what they say about Washington, by the way.
Washington, quote, they can recruit better at the high school level, which would help them get there.
Yeah.
I almost see them in the same light as Minnesota. They're not a dark horse, but they'll be a top half team. I definitely think talent is a part of that.
In what regard, I wonder? Is he saying they don't have enough talent?
I think so.
Okay.
Last one on Washington from Athlon Sports Anonymous Coaches. It was assumed that Damon Williams was going to LSU when he entered the portal. You got the sense pretty early on that after LSU missed out on Sorsby, they were pretty desperate. But it wouldn't have made a lot of sense for Williams to leave Washington. And once it came out that his agency cut ties with him because of that, there was no way that was going to happen.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. Okay, now some of this sounds legit. Some of it sounds legit to me. Who else interests you? Come on, who else?
Time for one more before we break. Maybe USC.
USC would be fine.
USC per the article. The defensive questions are very much there, but they're also recruiting to the point where it wouldn't surprise me to see those questions answered. Okay, simple, short, sweet. Another one, they have enough talent to be real competitors in the conference. That's the beauty of the Big Ten. You can be fifth and be on the borderline to make the playoff.
True.
It wouldn't surprise me if they did that. If I were setting the odds, I would view it as damn near 50-50 as to whether they're going to get to the playoff.
These sound legit, and I agree with that, by the way. They seem like a 50-50 shot to make the playoff. Okay.
We might go through some more of these after the break.
Okay, I like this. I actually kind of like it.
Well, before we get to break,
I actually kind of like it.
A quick shout out, in 9 days, we'll be at Cedars on the porch for Give to Lincoln Day next Thursday, the 28th. Cedars is very important to this community. Last year, Cedars served 2,600 kids and families. They provided 121,000 nights of care, and 2,500 calls came in for kids in need of a foster home. We helped them with funds in the past to build a brand new gym, which will show off there. We will show off there next Thursday. If you want to donate, give to Lincoln.com, select Cedars, and we'll be there next Thursday for that as well.
All right. Look forward to that.
When we come back, we'll look at more of these anonymous quotes from coaches in the Big Ten about other teams next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Pinnacle Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions with pay starting at 23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offer great pay, health, dental, and vision, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
At Cedars, we're here to make sure that kids have the safety and stability that every child deserves, where they're protected and where they feel safe. You make this possible. Today, more than ever, we need your support to be here for kids who have nowhere else to call home. Now through May 28th, make a big impact through Give to Lincoln. Give to Cedars now at givetolincoln.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Hey USA, it's your 250th birthday, and Amigos brings the party. The Yankee Burrito is back. And what's more American than a hot dog? In a crispy tortilla. This summer, the All-American Twist is back too, for just $3.99. There's festive layers of red slushy, white soft serve, and blue slushy with whipped cream and a cherry on top. Celebrate freedom, flavor, and fun in every bite with a Yankee Burrito and All-American Twist, only at Amigos. When tacos and quesadillas join forces at Amigos, something seriously delicious happens. Quesadilla tacos. Crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside, folded taco style, and stuffed with bold seasoned flavor. It's like your favorite quesadilla and taco teamed up for the ultimate spring fling. With Tex-Mex, chicken, supreme, or steak, Amigos has a quesadilla taco for everyone. So hurry in. This tasty collab is here for a limited time only. Get the ultimate flavor fusion with quesadilla tacos at Amigos.
Are you looking for something different for lunch or dinner in Lincoln? Big 8 is now open at 1226 P Street, serving seafood boils and Asian cuisine. Get your hands messy with fresh, flavorful seafood boils, hot, bold, and made to share. Or enjoy classic Chinese and Asian dishes, perfect for lunch, dinner, or a night out with friends and family. Big flavors, generous portions, and a brand new dining experience. Big 8, now open in Lincoln.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduced High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for a new way to put your skills to work?
I am.
Explore new options in the fintech industry.
Finance.
At Currency, a Sandhills global company. They have full-time spots in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. Also, 4.5-day work week, attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more. Today, I expect Carson to be at the game on Thursday, 8 p.m. Nebraska, Oklahoma State
It's
softball.
going to be chilly.
Is it going to be chilly?
Oh, yeah. It's supposed to be chilly till Friday. Yeah, that temperature will be in the
Check.
50s. It'll be in the 50s.
Chance of rain Thursday.
It'll be in the 50s, Jake.
Yeah, I'm seeing at 8 p.m.
50s.
57 degrees.
Yeah, wear a jacket.
Wow, that doesn't feel like late May or summer, does it?
Wear a jacket. I mean, a coat, maybe even. Like a coat. Is that coat weather?
We'll ask Rhonda about that
Yeah.
next segment when she's here with us.
Yeah.
Cold weather.
Cold weather.
GoCurrency.com/careers. All right, more back to this list of anonymous coaches talking.
I say go to Maryland, Michigan State because those are the first Big Ten teams you play.
Okay. Maryland. Again, if you're just tuning in, this is from Athlon Sports. An anonymous writer talked to Big Ten coaches anonymously about their thoughts on different teams in the conference.
These sound kind of legit, though.
So they have nothing to lose because they have nothing to say. This is me saying this. Neither Athlon nor the coaches.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Maryland. What was this?
They're hanging a lot on the quarterback,
Malik Washington, and hoping that he repeats what he did as a freshman.
Mhm.
I thought he was really impressive. I didn't think coming out of high school that he would be ready to do that. I know they've lost 8 straight, but he was not the same. He was not the reason they were losing.
He was not really the reason, right?
Washington is elite. He's a really good athlete, and we hit him a couple times, and he just didn't bother.
I'm a big Malik Washington.
I think he's good. I
Yeah.
think he's a good quarterback.
Yeah, he's tough. He's a
I thought
problem.
he might leave and go somewhere else, but he did not.
He's a problem. He's a problem.
He has lost 8 straight games, though.
He has not.
Well, he
lost
has.
8. The team has lost 8 straight.
He was the quarterback of this team. But
Okay.
more on Maryland. I think it'll be interesting how that whole thing stays together if they can be really productive on offense. Simple. Last one. I get the sense that they would like head coach Mike Locksley to work out. They're not trying to get rid of him. That's obvious with the 8-game losing skid. But it may just get to a point where they've got to do what they've got to do. How did he survive the offseason, Sip? The man's lost 8 straight games.
It's a huge game against, I've said this, but I'll say it again, a huge game against Virginia Tech on September 19th when James Franklin comes to town. Why? Because James Franklin recruits the heck out of the DMV.
He does.
District of Columbia, Maryland, Virginia. He recruits the heck out of it. He did at Penn State. He's doing it again. What if James Franklin takes Virginia Tech into College Park on September 19th and beats, in his first year at Virginia Tech, and beats 8th-year Maryland coach?
I expect it.
Mike Locksley.
I expect it.
Did I just say that? Locksley's in his 8th year there? Man.
I expect Vodtech to win that game.
Do you?
Hmm?
And that's trouble. According to the beat writer I talked to, if that happens, he portrayed that as being the beginning of the end.
How is it not already?
I knew you were going to
He's
say
lost 8 straight. The Maryland fade is a sad joke that's real. I'm not the only person that says that. That's a known fact that once it hits October, Maryland's done. The season's over. They're a very good September team, which is why they might win that game.
I still think
September.
I still think you can characterize that potential loss as the beginning of the end if they do lose.
How many coaches survive an 8-game skid to end the season that have been there for a while, like Mike has?
Yeah, Mike.
Locksley.
You know him?
Yeah, Coach Loxley.
Michigan State stuff's pretty interesting.
With the new head coach and Pat Fitzgerald. First quote. Well, their entire staff of position coaches made me go, oh, bleep, interesting. They brought in a lot of good coaches, so I think they'll be a good team this year. You know I'm very high on LeVar Woods. They pride that man who went to Iowa and had great success as their longtime special teams coach.
Mm-hmm.
And Fitz got him to East Lansing.
Yep.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
But they have more than that. Another quote, I don't think they added a lot of players that changed the game for them, but you could tell from the outside that the culture wasn't great. Maybe them losing a bunch of players and talent and completely hitting the reset button is actually a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty bullish on them.
Mm-hmm.
Last one. I thought picking up O-line coach Nick Tabaka was really smart. And safeties coach James Adams, he is unbelievable. He's the best I've ever been in terms of a coach, an evaluator, a recruiter. He makes his guys want to run through a brick wall every day. Any staff that he's on, stock up big time.
I'm coming around on this feature. These are
This
interesting.
is surprising to me. You've long hated these.
This is interesting to me because they sound legit to me. They do. I'm not sure a writer could conjure up that stuff. What do they say about
Penn State?
Yes.
New coach Matt
Nebraska
Campbell
does not play Penn State, but okay, go ahead.
I don't know that they're going to be immediately good in year one, but
This is a coach.
this is an anonymous coach about Penn State. I don't think they're going to be great in year one, but I thought the three big guys who followed and Jim Knowles, who followed Jim Knowles to Tennessee, went for way more money than I would have paid them if I were Penn State. I thought they made a couple really good ads. I thought they kept a couple of good players that they could have left, like linebacker Tony Rojas. That's a really good player that probably could have gone anywhere else for a lot of money, and he stayed at Penn State. Last one says, I thought they did really well with their personnel. They obviously took a lot of Iowa State players. That made sense with Campbell. They took pretty much that whole offensive staff and brought a lot of defensive players from Iowa State. That brings continuity throughout that roster.
They brought 23 Penn State brought 23 players from Iowa State. I thought I saw that yesterday, and I thought the number was actually higher, but it's not. It's 23, including Rocco Becht.
Yes, the quarterback.
Yes. So I'm surprised a little bit how highly Penn State is being projected to finish. I don't envision that being I think they'll be tough. Now, I don't think Penn State plays Oregon, Ohio State, or Indiana. Penn State
I think you might be right.
skirts those teams. That helps a lot. A lot. Good. You know what? I got to say,
you changed your tone
I've
on
come
the
around
anonymous coach's article.
I've come around on this a little bit because they sound legit to me.
That could just be a good writing, but
could be.
We'll wrap it up there. Time to play the game show. Give us a call right now, 464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels. 2 Bagels and Joe. You guys on the week are 0-1, but you are 9 games above 500, and Bill is not here today to be your lifeline. So it is mano y mano. You versus the caller. Today's topic, nicknames within teams. That means like the Steel Curtain or the Big Red Machine.
Oh, boy.
I will give you basically, you tell me what team that they were. I will give you the name of the nickname within that team. You tell me what team that was.
Okay.
So if I said, hey, what was the Steel Curtain? That was the Steelers, obviously.
Got it.
Got it?
Yeah, and I'm not confident.
Okay. If you feel like you know your nicknames within teams in sports, call us right now at 464-5685. Shut Up Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
464-5685. Call the Nick Down Sip in trivia. Today's topic, again, nicknames within teams. You don't feel great about this?
No.
Okay. We have OG Breaker. How do you feel about nicknames within teams, OG?
Oh, pretty good.
All right, let's get
Wait
to
a second.
it.
This is OG Breaker?
Yes.
Where are you calling from, OG?
Currently Yankee Hill Road.
Yankee Hill Road. Okay.
So Lincoln.
Yeah,
Lincoln.
South Lincoln.
Yeah, thank you for the definitive response. And let's play.
That is in Lincoln.
Okay, thank you for calling.
All right, OG, first question to you. What professional football franchise at one point had the no-name defense?
Ooh, how about the Browns?
This seems like a loaded. I mean,
No, it's not the Browns.
It's the Miami Dolphins.
Is it the Dolphins? 1972 Miami Dolphins.
72.
No name.
Who are the guys? Give me 3.
Jake Scott. Nick Bonnie. Was he there in the 70s? Was he at the 80s?
Yeah, no, Bonaconte had to be there. Yeah, he was in the 70s. Bonaconte.
I should know more than that.
That's okay. You named 2.
Wasn't
That's good.
alive.
Yeah.
I'll look more into that.
You know what? I hate that. You know I don't like it when people say
Well,
that. I wasn't alive when Thomas
my-
Jefferson was the president, but I'm aware of him. Okay.
I should research that. Gary O'Premian was the kicker in that
Right,
team.
right.
How about that?
Right.
Bob Greasy?
Yeah.
Ever heard of him?
Yes.
Larry Zonka?
Yeah.
I know the offensive guys. Right. That's why,
Pick it up.
why is the no name?
I wasn't aware. I wasn't alive when Rocky
why-
Marciano was fighting.
That's why it's the no name defense.
All right,
No
keep
one knew them. 1-0
Rob
lead.
Connor's saying go.
Okay. What professional baseball franchise at one point had a trio called the Killer Bees?
What professional baseball?
This is for SIP.
What professional baseball?
Got it.
The Killer Bees. Killer Bees.
5 seconds. 5, 4, 3.
The Colorado Rockies.
Do you want to steal that, OG, or not?
Be Biggio, Bagwell, and Lance something.
Berkman.
Houston Astros.
That's the Astros. And you got all 3 right. Yep. Craig Biggio, Jeff Bagwell, Lance Berkman. 1-1 tie, all via steals so far.
2 steals.
OG for the lead. Last question. What professional football franchise at one point was nicknamed the greatest show on turf?
The St. Louis Rams.
Good job, OG.
2001 Rams.
Good job, OG.
For the tie sip, last question.
Okay, we got pressure.
What professional football franchise at one point had its offensive line known as the Hogs?
Oh, God. I know this. The Washington Redskins.
Brilliant.
Conrad Dobler leading the way, I believe.
I don't have that for you, but you late 80s, early 90s for the Hogs, of course. This will go to OG. You go over under OG's number.
Okay.
All right. OG, Kurt Warner threw for a then record amount of yards in one Super Bowl when the Rams beat the Titans in the 2001 Super Bowl. How many yards did he pass for? This has been surpassed. It was the record at that time, though. 2001.
Let's go 347.
Oh, God, that's a good number. Over.
414 yards. And then Tom Brady broke it with 505 in a Super Bowl. But
got one.
Kurt did have it.
Hey, OG, thank you. Good game.
Oh, you too.
All right.
He couldn't yell, shut up, simple.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah,
There he goes. OG's gone.
OG's gone. There he goes. We're 1-1 on the week. 42-32 overall. That's 10 games over. 1-1 on the week. Bill will be pleased. He will be pleased.
The Hammers.
What?
I can't confirm this. The Hammer says Conrad Dobler was not part of the Hogs.
That could be.
He said that very confidently.
That could
too.
be wrong. Conrad Dobler, I thought, was at one point part of the Hogs. I did think that. Anyway, doesn't detract from the fact
you did win the game. And you got that right. No Farm Diggity else, just no Dobler on the
no
Hogs.
Dobler. No Dobler. Are they positive?
I don't have
on
any
that?
names for you. Was there a Russ Grimm at that point?
There,
on the Hogs?
I think I was. Yeah,
was Grimm
I
on
do
the
think
Hogs?
Russ Grimm might have been on the Hog. Conrad Dobler, no go on that.
The one name you thought you're most confident in. No, I wasn't on the Hogs.
Did Riggins run behind the Hogs? I imagine
Yes,
he did.
he sure
John
did.
Riggins, yeah.
via
Better
Kansas Jayhawks,
Yeah.
John Riggins.
Yeah.
See, I knew that one at least. I don't know all the Dolphins of 1972 on the defensive side of the ball.
I'm really happy we won. I'm saying we because in Bill's an absentee, but we won.
You did win today. Now you're back
with
to
us
one
in spirit.
1-1 on the week for you.
Dobler didn't even play for Washington.
Someone says he's played 10 years for the Cardinals in the NFL.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So wrong franchise for
Hey,
him.
the win stands, Connor. The win stands.
It's a win. 1-1 on the week. Congrats to you. Well done. We'll try again tomorrow. Keep it over 500.
Yeah, very pleased with that.
You
The
should
shows
be.
move fast, rapidly, and now it's about to pick up.
Yes. When we come back, hour 3, Nebraska softball coach for a second straight week, Rhonda Revelle, will join us in studio. Next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Pinnacle Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for something different for lunch or dinner in Lincoln? Big 8 is now open at 1226 P Street, serving seafood boils and Asian cuisine. Get your hands messy with fresh, flavorful seafood boils, hot, cold, and made to share. Or enjoy classic Chinese and Asian dishes, perfect for lunch, dinner, or a night out with friends and family. Big flavors, generous portions, and a brand new dining experience. Big 8, now open in Lincoln.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge. With seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
When you or someone you know has been seriously injured and you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will fight for the justice you deserve in court to get the very best possible outcome. Trust the compassionate and hardworking attorneys at Liberty Law Group when you need an attorney in Nebraska or Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
While folks love all of Hog Wild's award-winning barbecue options, many have a real soft spot for the Carolina pulled pork sandwich. Hog Wild serves their tender, slow-smoked pulled pork on a soft bun and piles it high with tangy coleslaw. There's nothing else on the menu like it. The added bonus? You get to have a side dish like curly fries or baked beans. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Some people are looking to buy their very first home. Others are looking to build. And some are refinancing to make what they have work a little better. But the one thing they all need? A personal guide through the mortgage process. At Pinnacle Bank, our local lenders work closely with you to find the right kind of loan and the best rates possible. Because every path home deserves someone by your side. Find your lender today with Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
At Cedars, we're here to make sure the kids have the safety and stability that every child deserves, where they're protected and where they feel safe. You make this possible. Today, more than ever, we need your support to be here for kids who have nowhere else to call home. Now through May 28th, make a big impact through Give to Lincoln. Give to Cedars now at givetolincoln.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
It's that time of the year, baseball fans. State baseball is back on the air on 93.7 The Ticket. Join Nick Sainert, Tristan Gomez, and me, Austin Norman, for all the action from Werner Park. We'll bring you all the games from Werner, including the opening rounds in Class A and Class B, as well as all 3 state championship games thanks to our great local sponsors. It's state championship baseball all week long on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com, and streaming worldwide on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and the free Ticket app.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete in Lincoln and Palmyra. Ready Mixed offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply with Ready Mixed Concrete today to be eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with Ready Mixed Concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here, summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe it's less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering the magic in life. I'm Ryan Buck, your Lincoln, Nebraska, Edward Jones financial advisor. Count on me for your financial strategies that can help support a life you love. Because the key to being rich is knowing what counts. Contact me today at 402-483-0377. Again, that's 402-483-0377. And let's find you rich. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Wake up, Lincoln. Good morning. Good morning.
It's great to stay up late.
It's time for Early Break. Sponsored by Nebco and Anderson Ford. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen with you today. Bill Busch out. Today he'll be back at some point. Of course, told the news his mother passed away yesterday, sadly, so we will hear from Bill at some point in the near future. Hour 3 sponsored by our friends at Nebco. Now hiring at Ready Mixed Concrete. Apply today at nebcoinc.com. Also, Anderson Ford, sponsor of Hour 3, 27th and I-80 and 33rd and Yankee Hill.
Go buy a car. Go buy a car.
It's always a good day to test drive a vehicle, Anderson Ford. We are joined in the studios. We were last week by Nebraska softball head coach Rhonda Revelle. Rhonda, welcome back and congrats on a win in the Super Regional, advancing the Supers.
Thank you.
That was-
I told you I'd come back.
You did, and we appreciate that.
I didn't believe it when they told me. No, she's not coming back.
I told you right to your face. You said, will you come back? I said, if we win, I'll come back. And guess what? If we win again this weekend, I'll come back.
All right. Well, you heard it here first.
You just said that on the radio,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
You're not just talking to me right now.
I know.
Wow.
I'm
you
good
said
for
it.
my word.
This is awesome. You're coming back next week.
I would love to. I would love nothing more than to come back here next week.
Well, we would love to have you back.
I need to regroup. Thank you. All right, let's do this.
Well,
Jake.
I went to Saturday's game.
Jake went to the game.
I'm just blown away by the attendance all year has been great, but then the regional itself was just packed. Fans in the reserve seats, the GA, just the berm out in the outfield was packed, and then you have this epic pitching performance all 3 games of 1 run against South Dakota, no runs against Grand Canyon, and again on Sunday, no runs. What was the atmosphere like? We'll start with that for you.
It was interesting because I was actually asked on day 3, how did I personally take in the crowd? And I always try, I don't look up in the crowd a lot, but I hear and I feel. But I've tried to look up in the crowd because they've been so good all year, and just kind of take it in for a moment if it's between innings or something, or before the inning starts and I'm standing at third base. I didn't on Sunday, but I could really feel and it just was like, it was like almost like 2 pillows that were like tucking us in. But we were really dialed in as a team and just really staying within. And what I didn't know until after the game, and one of our players, Casey Hoffman, said she felt like that's what our team was doing. And I didn't realize we were collectively doing it. We just sort of did that. But the crowd was amazing. I'll tell you, the game before our game on Friday, when the stands were packed for the non-home team, I'm pretty sure that both Louisville and Grand Canyon had never played in front of an audience like that, especially when it wasn't their home venue.
Right. I wonder about that. And just out of curiosity, where do you go and play that feels where the crowd feels impactful, that your team you think is impacted by crowd? Is there any place?
Well, when you say impacted, it doesn't have to be a negative.
No.
So I feel like even this year when we went down to Oklahoma State and played there in late February, and they had a record sellout crowd.
Oh, they did.
And I said to our team, this has a super regional feel. And, their park isn't quite as big as ours. It doesn't hold as many, but, they're still packed in there and right on top of you. So I feel like we've played at some venues that have had that kind of feel already. I felt like even when we were home against, of course we were home, but we were home against UCLA, it had that super regional kind of feel. And then of course last year in Knoxville was the same thing. And that was one of the things that really inspired our team to want to bring it to Bowling, because you could feel the crowd right on top of you.
Did that give Tennessee an advantage? And do you have an advantage?
You always want to think so, because, we played in such tight ball games this past weekend that any little thing, the crowd was like right there. And, when games hang in the balance of 1 run or scoring late, I've got to believe that the crowd is helpful, because you're not having to generate all your own energy. And believe me, adrenaline is running and it's at a premium, but it certainly doesn't hurt. In fact, I was listening to one of the coaches of the other teams that we played, that when we scored, they'd never heard something as loud as that.
Wow.
Coaching against another team. So there you go. That speaks to what you're talking about.
Okay, Rhonda Revelle joins us. She's a longtime Nebraska softball coach. Rhonda, Sunday morning, the weekend really struck me, and this is not a new phenomenon. Softball's gotten very popular. I just remark on it because it was all over the TV during the weekend. I got up Sunday and listened. I listened to Sirius, their college sports channel. And they were talking softball for 2 hours. They're talking about Mississippi's collapse against Texas Tech. They're running down the regionals.
Yeah.
It's to what do you attribute the popularity of your sport in recent years? What is it?
I think it's always been there, but obviously television and exposure has been so helpful. I have always said, whenever I go out and speak, and I speak especially to a lot of men with baseball backgrounds,
yes,
I said, come and watch one fast pitch game, and I guarantee you'll watch a second one. And I remember Dave Van Horn. We were hosting regionals, and Dave had just gotten hired at Nebraska, and he came over, and it was a 1-0 ball game against Iowa that we won. Came in the dugout afterwards, and he was like sweating. I'm like, what are you all worked up about? He goes, this game is so intense because, it's 30 feet closer, it's 60 feet bases versus 90. you don't have time to, like, on a drop third strike, the catcher's got to get it and go.
Mhm.
I mean, there's just things that make it really, intense, and you've got to work. There's no margin for error.
Mhm.
You can't bobble and guarantee that you're
No,
still
you
going to get
can't.
an out.
No.
In baseball, sometimes you can bobble or you can collect yourself and shuffle. We don't have time to shuffle.
God dang, did you preach that to your players?
Yes, but it's all they know.
They know. Yeah, they know. They don't have
They
to,
grew
yeah.
up with it.
Yeah, it's more fast moving.
Mhm.
Games are quicker. I think people like that.
Yeah, I do
The
too.
athletes are extraordinary.
Yes, they are.
Well, and I go back to this weekend. To allow 1 run in 3 games
Yeah, let's go back to
is sensational. I mean, that doesn't happen in these regionals. I don't care what level of softball with both Jordy and Alexis, phenomenal. But I go back to Saturday. Jordy from 7 innings, 1 hit, 16 strikeouts. Have you seen a performance like that before? That was unbelievable in my vantage point.
I've been blessed to watch Jordy and a lot of really good pitchers at Nebraska, have really good games. But what was different that day is just honestly the look in her eye. And I know that because I call her pitches, so
Sure.
we're making eye contact every pitch, and she's always got a super competitive, composed, poised approach. But there was just something a little different that day. That's like, I'm not going to be denied. It wasn't really even about the opponent. It was about that she was locked in. She was locked into bringing her best. And as we know, her best is very, very good.
Nebraska allows 1 run in 21 innings. Now, I know you don't want to talk about yourself. Do you feel in those, like in a weekend like that, do you get in a zone, a rhythm as a play caller?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I hope I can always do that. But
Do you always, though? I mean, is there times when you don't feel like you're in a rhythm?
Yeah. And there are times I feel like I blow it. I mean,
Yeah.
I was watching video this morning and I went, wow, I really sucked on that pitch.
Really?
I mean, I put the hitter on time with my call.
Okay.
I mean, and I have no problem owning that. I have no problem owning that to our pitchers. And I think it's actually refreshing when we could just all own it. Like, even Jordy, the 1 hit that she gave up, she goes, man, I hung that pitch. I mean, she just owns it. And it's like, okay, you own it, you move on. I shouldn't have called that pitch. You own it, you move on. And to think about, to think that you're going to be perfect in your pitch calling or your pitch deliveries, it's not going to happen. But if you can really work to be excellent in your approach and your preparation, I like our chances. And, it's interesting. I think anybody that's been in any industry, it doesn't have to just be sports, but when you have to perform in moments, it's never going to be perfect.
No.
It's never going to be perfect.
It's not, and athletics are inherently imperfect.
Mhm.
I mean, you got to be ready for the imperfect.
Mhm.
As far as Jordy Fromm and Alexis Jensen go, how do they compare and contrast in style? And does that work? How does it work? Why does it work well?
Well, it works well from the fundamental that at the core level, they're ultimate competitors,
Okay.
both of them.
Yeah.
They've got that it that you
Mhm.
can't put in somebody,
Mm.
right?
Mhm.
Their personalities are as different as day and night.
Are they really?
Yeah. They're both fiery competitors, but off the field, I mean, Jordy is a little more stoic.
Mhm.
And Lex is a little more of a goofball.
Okay.
And-
Interesting.
But
Interesting.
that's their non-competitive personalities. But you lock them in competitively, and they go hand in hand. The beautiful part of their 1-2 punch, though, is
What?
we've got a righty and a lefty.
Yeah.
So even if they both have a rise ball, it looks different on the right side and the left side. If they both have changeup, it looks different on the right side and the left side. So it's really they're very complementary to one another. And I thought, speaking of Lex, I just thought she threw masterfully on Sunday against a really good Grand Canyon team.
Yeah, I got Grand Canyon teams hitting 330 plus.
Yeah, and 90 home runs?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think if I have my numbers right, they were 11th in the NCAA and either batting average, power numbers. I mean, they're a top team.
Now, the other part of the conversation that you hear it, 7, you only said 7 runs.
Mhm.
What's your thoughts on offense right now?
Yeah, here's what from being around sports your whole life, Steve.
Mhm.
We can either, there's a lot of different ways we can approach this. We can like Mayday, but the truth is we've been averaging 7 runs a game.
7 a game. That's right.
And we've hit a little bit of a lull right here, right now. I don't have all the reasons and the answers why, but do we just keep like picking the scab, like we're not scoring runs, or we just roll up our sleeves and get back to work and try
You're
to
the coach.
Yeah, well, and try to get back to who we are as competitors. And I think, as we've talked as coaches, I think that's where we go here. I mean, it's not like we're acting like everything's all great with our offense right now, because there are things that we can improve on, but I don't think it's not going to be helpful. You have to constantly ask yourself as a coach and a player all the time, but especially this time of the year, is what I'm doing and thinking right now helpful?
Wow. Okay. That's coaching. Hear that, Jake?
I do. Yes. Now, this weekend, of course, you've got Thursday, Friday for sure, and Saturday if necessary against Oklahoma State here at the Regional Bowling Stadium. And you've seen them this year. You've played them twice. There was a canceled game because of weather. So 1-1 against Oklahoma State. We know Ruby Malin, of course, from Omaha, Scott, star ace pitcher. A lot of there's storylines here. What in your early scout and having seen them so far, what does Oklahoma State bring to the table this weekend?
Well, it starts with Ruby in the circle, and you talk about a competitor. She's another competitor. So we're gonna have. I'm guessing three pitchers, our 2 and her 1. I don't know that they haven't thrown her very much in the postseason at all, but haven't not thrown her in the postseason. Okay. Sorry about that. They've only thrown her.
I was going to say,
they've only thrown her. Wait. Maybe that was just my wishful thinking. No,
so she's been going.
Yeah, she's been going. She's going. But she's going and she's competing, and she knows that she has to go, and she's going to come out and compete, and so are we. So it's going to be, I liken it to when we faced Taylor Tinsley at UCLA last year when we went into Tennessee, Carlin Pickens. And the reason I say those names is because she's got an All-American arm. And we have faced All-American, we've faced All-American arms this year, including hers. But we've got All-American arms too.
Yes, you do. Yeah. Ruby Malin now competitive. You said she's a competitor. What else? I mean, what is it? What's her? What? Yeah. Give me the scouting report.
Okay. Well, first of all, she's 6 foot tall, and so if you think about, she's a heavy drop ball, and it drops, it breaks. Okay. But think about her leverage because she's so tall. So, but she's also got a rise ball. She's also got a change up, and she also throws hard.
Okay.
Her signature pitch has been her drop ball. But she's added those other pitches that are very complimentary and made her very effective. And she's had some really big wins down the stretch here. She beat Oklahoma. She beat Texas, So she's had some really good wins. Oklahoma State's had some really good wins. Nebraska's had some really good wins. I think it's a really exciting matchup. Excited that it's here in Lincoln. I think that if you go back and watch the 2 games that we played, they both were 1-run games. Yeah. The first game was 11 innings. Their crowd was electric. It's time to have our folks at Bowling get it rolling.
They'll be rolling.
Yeah, they'll be rolling.
They'll be rolling. You want to go to break, Jake?
Yes. You think one more segment, Rhonda, or not?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
I have some more questions.
If you have any questions for Rhonda Revelle, please text them in at 402-464-5685. More with Nebraska softball coach Rhonda Revelle next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Nepco and Anderson Ford on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
At Cedars, we're here to make sure that kids have the safety and stability that every child deserves, where they're protected and where they feel safe. You make this possible. Today, more than ever, we need your support to be here for kids who have nowhere else to call home. Now through May 28th, make a big impact through Give to Lincoln. Give to Cedars now at givetolincoln.com.
Life happens. Unexpected bills, tough choices. Your car needs repairs, but your child needs new shoes. What do you decide? At Nebraska Children and Families Foundation, they help families before small problems become breaking points. They connect parents to support so they can keep working, so kids stay secure, and so families stay together. Help Lincoln families thrive. Donate to Nebraska Children and Families Foundation through Give to Lincoln. The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC and Chevrolet, and GMC Truck Month is here. Absolutely huge discounts and 2.9% for 72 months. I also just wanted to share a little bit more about the Coppell family. They've been serving the Omaha and Lincoln and surrounding communities for over 50 years with great customer service and small town charm. That's always been our motto, and we absolutely will not be undersold. It truly is confident buying and confident driving. So come on in, meet the team, check us out at Coppell or at CoppellCars.com. All deals with approved credit.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
93.7 The Ticket is Lincoln's home for Kansas City Royals baseball in 2026. Catch all the action as Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and a pitching rotation led by Cole Reagans try to lead the Royals back to the postseason. That's Kansas City Royals baseball all summer long. On the air in Lincoln at 93.7 The Ticket.
In communities like ours, local relationships still matter. At Insight Partners, we believe we are better together. That's why insurance agencies across the Midwest have joined Insight Partners to better serve local customers and communities with all their insurance needs. From personal to commercial or specialty insurance, your local Insight Partners team is here to help protect what matters most. Insight Partners, better together. Learn more at myinspartners.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Do you ever feel okay in your current job and profession, but wonder if there's a better company that can offer more? Vision Mechanical is now hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians. Vision Mechanical offers top-of-the-industry wages, 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, 401k with employee match, and paid holidays and vacation. Vision Mechanical believes in craftsmanship, teamwork, and building a better future one project at a time. Apply today or learn more at visionmechanical.net or email Ron at vmech.net.
We're on the air.
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are joined again by Nebraska softball coach Rhonda Revelle in studio ahead of the Super Regional against Oklahoma State Thursday, 8 p.m. First pitch at Poland Stadium, 4 p.m. Friday, and if necessary, 4 p.m. on Saturday. 8 p.m. first pitch, coach. That's a late night on Thursday.
Okay, well, anybody that knows me knows that I'm getting ready for bed about 8:30. So,
so are we. It's the
I
morning
know,
show.
so I don't know what I'm going to do.
It's so late.
Are you that early, really?
Yeah, because I get up really early.
What time?
I was up this morning at 4.
Oh, God, you are. That's middle of the night.
Yeah.
It basically is. 8 p.m. is late.
Yeah, so we're early risers, too. I'm 5 a.m. So I always always feel sort of embarrassed when I go to bed that early, but you're not.
I know. Well, I try to get in bed by 9.
Yeah.
So I start to try to get ready for bed by 8:30.
Yeah. Well,
Huh?
we're in the same,
Not Thursday.
Not
though.
Thursday.
Not Thursday.
we're in the same boat. This is good. I like this.
We are in the same boat. We have a comment from the text line. We ask people to ask questions. Someone says, I don't have a question. I worked the sports department during my undergrad and was assigned to work softball games at Maple Fields across from the campus
Maple
rec
Leaf.
center. Coach Revelle is one of the nicest coaches I dealt with during my 5 years working for media relations. Look at that.
Wait a second.
Yay.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Unnamed texter said that one.
I
Thank
was
you.
covering you over at Maple Lee. You were incredible to cover, by the way.
Thank you.
You were. I
Thank
mean
you.
that.
Thank
It was a great time.
Thank you.
And Lori Sipple. Lori Sipple, I wanted to ask you about. Seems like she flies under the radar. Seems like she does it on purpose a little bit.
You know what?
am I wrong?
You know what, Steve? That's a really good way. She does it on purpose.
Yeah.
You know, Lori is one that is, I wouldn't call her shy,
Mhm.
but she's not, like Diane Miller. I always say Diane could talk to a rock and make a friend.
Diane.
Our hitting coach. Yeah.
Okay.
She's like our most gregarious, outgoing.
right.
And then I'm middle of the road. And I think Lori's our biggest introvert of the coaching staff. We balance out well that way. But if you go have a conversation with Lori, it's always deep. It's always reflective. It's
Yeah.
always thoughtful. And I think a lot of people are then surprised by, oh, wow, how much she's thought about something. But she's more of a one-on-one kind of conversation.
I find that endearing about her.
Mhm.
She's not a look at me person.
Yeah.
She never has been. And she's
and she
one of
could
the,
have been.
she's one of the best
She
pitchers
could have
ever,
been.
right?
I know.
I mean, Jake, she was like a freaky kid.
Yeah.
But she is
I'm
very
not doubting you.
I like that
But
about
Jake
her.
has to see him in
I
person to believe
gotta
that.
have the
Yeah.
I gotta have the,
Jake determined that you were a good coach.
that's just so out of context.
Not
It's
really.
not intentional. Okay, we have a question coming up. Now, I don't necessarily need like you to dig on the situation, but there's more of a rules question.
Okay.
Just the 7th inning against Grand Canyon on Sunday. Nebraska's up 1-0. The hitter gets the ball, hits the ground, and hits her on the leg, and she goes to first base. I think there's confusion on the rule. Can you explain that to those who maybe don't watch a ton of softball, the rule in that situation?
Yeah. You're not the first person who's asked me about that. And some people thought, well, because it hit the ground, it should have just been called a ball.
Okay.
But actually, it can be a hit by pitch at any point.
Okay.
The only time it wouldn't be a hit by pitch is if the hitter actually swung and missed
Gotcha.
and it hit him. Then it's a strike.
Yeah.
But because it hit the ground and then it hit her, now they ruled it initially that it didn't. And Grand Canyon took it to review and they ruled that it did. Now, I had some people texting me after, of course, it was after the fact because I don't have my phone, that they thought she tried to kick it. Who knows what she did or didn't do. But yes, because of the ruling on the video, she was awarded first base.
Gotcha.
This week, now you mentioned last week when you were here that it was a challenging week for you because you had to scout 3 teams,
Mhm.
right? As
Yeah.
you're the pitching coach, you have to understand what you're getting into. Is this an easier week for you with one team?
Easier is a relative
Yeah,
term.
I see. Yeah. No bulletin board material.
Yeah.
Smart.
It's simpler in the sense that you've got one team. What's interesting is we've played each other, but we played each other in February.
A while ago.
And so
Yeah.
you look at they've got somebody else playing second base, somebody else playing first base. They've got different people rotating in the outfield. They've got 2 or 3 bats in the lineup that we haven't seen. And then they've got hitters that maybe were hot then that have cooled off or vice versa. And so even though we've played them, it's almost like you're starting over. I mean, we're going to I've used and reviewed those game videos of our games with them already, but it's also important that I'm going to be reviewing every pitch forward,
I got to ask you something. I think you're okay with this. I don't know how I'd feel. It'd be incredible to coach on a field that's named after me.
That's true. We didn't mention it last week though. Rhonda Revelle Field. It's a real deal.
We've known each other a long time. It is wild to me.
Yeah, it's wild to me too.
Is it? Is this uncomfortable?
It's the whole thing's
fact.
awkward.
I think it's super cool.
It is cool.
It's
Rhonda Revelle Field.
It is.
If I will go back and say this about that. The two things that have made the biggest impact on me, and I haven't let myself feel the emotions of it very much, and you're
Good.
hearing it in my voice because I can hear it in my voice right now,
Good.
are when Troy introduced it, what he said about me as a person.
Mhm.
And then when I was I had my back to the seniors at that point. I thought, man, this is senior day, and I didn't want to steal their moment.
Mhm.
And then I turned around and they were like ready to maul me. And
Good.
I'm like, wow, okay. So those two things are both indicated about relationships and hopefully how you treat people and how you are with people. So
Yep.
in that way, it's very humbling.
I bet.
In another way, I've had to tell the players, you can step on that name. Like they're like stepping over it. Like I'm like, you guys just walk on it. Like, coach,
yeah, just
we got to normalize this
Right.
thing here.
Yeah,
you don't have to like
100%.
jump over it like you're a little deer.
Right. Normalize it.
Yeah.
That's critical in this discussion.
Yeah.
This named a damn field.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, though.
I wonder, ahead of this regional, so the Super is obviously in 2 days from now. Where's your team at mentally?
Oh, I think we're in a good spot. We took yesterday off.
Yeah.
Thought that was really important, even though we played Thursday night, because it was a really emotional, high pressure, high stakes
Sure.
weekend, right? So I saw on Instagram one of our players went to the zoo in Omaha yesterday.
Nice.
I'm like, perfect.
There we go.
I know some of them got massages. Who knows what else they did? And I'm just really glad. And and Coach Miller said to them, because our offense takes their part in this whole thing very seriously. She sent out a group chat and said, "Do not," and she got bossy with them. "Do not swing on Monday."
Is that right?
Yeah,
Wow.
because it's like some of them would just go, and it's like there's a point of no return with this, and you need to recover. And we'll get right back at it today. Now they had some video assignments because we got to do some work that way, but I think we're in a really good spot. I mean, we're as we have worked to win the next pitch, and work to stay in the moment and work to stay present. We're going to continue that. But as we've marched through this thing, it's like we've methodically kind of handled our business at every step of the way, and it's not gonna stop now.
Well, the record would indicate that. This seems like an idyllic time for a team. No class.
Yeah.
You're playing
No
in
distraction.
you're playing in these very intense but high profile games.
Yeah.
It seems like it'd be super fun for the kids. They don't have to worry about school.
Yeah, that's so interesting that you bring that up, because you talk about alumni when they talk about their favorite times,
Mhm.
the postseason.
Yeah.
Because there's no school,
Right.
they're spending more time just with their teammates. They're gathering in the clubhouse. They're doing whatever they do together, and it really
Right.
is. It's almost like being a professional athlete.
I know, that's exactly right.
Experiencing that for the first time in their life.
Yeah. They just worry about, and then for a coach, I would think you'd like that. All they got to zone in on is what they have to do to beat Oklahoma State.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a really good time of year to not only stay focused and competitive, but to also look back and be able to cherish those moments.
Oh, it's fun.
Mhm.
It's fun. I hope they can have fun.
Yeah, I think they're pretty good at that.
Okay. Good.
Well, we wish you the best this weekend.
Oh, Rhonda, come on.
Thursday, 8 p.m. Gonna be a packed house. ESPN2 if you can't make it. Friday, same thing, 4 p.m. ESPN2, and if it goes to Saturday, 4 p.m. ESPN2 against. It will be likely a very, very full stands at Bowling Stadium.
Thank you. We're looking forward to it.
So good luck. That's Rhonda Revelle, head
Wear
coach. of the Husker
sweatshirt,
softball.
Rhonda.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold. 57 degrees hit first pitch on
Oh wow.
Thursday. It's gonna be
Really?
chilly. Yeah, it'll be
Oh,
chilly
wow.
out there.
Okay.
You don't seem to mind.
Yeah.
It is
Whatever.
what it is. Yeah.
I got layers.
Rhonda,
Thanks,
you're
Coach.
incredible. Thank you.
Spillover is next on early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nebco on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is Jordy Ball for Anderson Ford. For years, Anderson has relied on an exceptional customer experience, but just this once, they're going to rely on a really great pitch.
Right now, lease a 2026 Ford F-150 for $199 per month for 36 months.
Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1008721. Previous service loaner. $199 per month. Lease for 36 months with approved credit. 7,500 miles per year. 10650 to assignee. No security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 7626.
Graham Tire Company is celebrating 75 years of serving its neighbors throughout the Midwest, and to say thank you, they're giving you a $75 instant rebate on a set of 4 select tires during their Memorial Day tire sale event. You can stack on even more savings with big mail-in rebates on select tires from Goodyear, Cooper, and Hankook. And remember, all tires are on sale right now, making this the perfect time to upgrade before summer driving begins. Hurry in today. Graham Tire, your tire store next door.
We have 2 boys, so we needed more space. We lived in a townhouse, so we decided to build.
Casey Bowman and her husband Joe built their first home with us. This is Bob Benish of Aspen Builders. Working with the Bowmans was fantastic.
After the first meeting, we really liked them as people.
I was really skeptical about the whole building process, more so than Joe was. But they explained everything before it happened. If there were problems or issues along the way, they called and explained everything. They just really helped ease my mind.
They were really good about giving us options as far as what fit in the budget, what didn't fit in the budget. They have a designer, Rachel.
She was amazing. She was very helpful in making sure that our house turned out good. I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change the lot. I wouldn't change colors. I love everything about it. Everything. It's perfect for us.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
If you're looking for a workplace that feels like home, Midwest Bank might just be the place. We're hiring a personal banker in Lincoln who enjoys helping others and being a part of a close-knit team. With great perks and a community-focused mission, you'll feel right at home here. Porque aquí todos son bienvenidos. Apply today at Midwest Bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer. Member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket is Lincoln's home for Kansas City Royals baseball in 2026. Catch all the action as Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and a pitching rotation led by Cole Reagans try to lead the Royals back to the postseason. That's Kansas City Royals baseball all summer long. On the air in Lincoln at 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Lincoln is full of great golf courses in a state that is getting national recognition for exceptional golf. Friend Country Club is worth the drive, just 40 minutes from Lincoln and home to one of the state's most respected 9-hole courses. Enjoy their restaurant with popular items like a 14-ounce ribeye, 10-ounce sirloin, or chicken fried steak. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 to 10 p.m. Expand your horizons with a trip to Friend Country Club, just 40 minutes southwest of Lincoln. It's worth a visit.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with Taco Night on Mondays or Whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day. It'll be breezy. Afternoon high near 61. Tonight, mainly clear skies and light winds, the low around 40. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly cloudy skies return with light winds, and afternoon high near 61. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Don't ignore changes in your skin. Get them checked. May is Skin Cancer Awareness Month, and early detection could save your life. If you've noticed a new spot, a changing mole, or anything that doesn't look quite right, now is the time to act, not later. As you head into summer, protect your skin and stay proactive about your health. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they're here to support your care with advanced technology and a team you can trust, because catching something early can make all the difference. Advanced Medical Imaging, your partner in proactive health.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. You want the perfect graduation gift sip? Raising Cane's has you covered. Visit a Raising Cane's near you to grab a gift card, or go to raisingcanesgear.com for an e-gift card delivered digitally in minutes. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love. Quick reminder on some programming today. We will have the drive for 1 hour after us, and then state baseball, 10 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 7 p.m.
Is that all swim?
Swim and Austin will do the first 3, and then Austin and Tristan Gomez will do the last one.
Okay. We have a lineup.
So that, and today is the first game at 10 will be Omaha Gross Catholic against Gretna East, all Class B schools today for our lineup.
Okay. It's fun. Thank you to Rhonda Revelle.
Rhonda Revelle was great, as always. She's very easy to talk to.
Rhonda Revelle, her team begins super regional play on Thursday at 8 p.m. against Oklahoma State and Ruby Malin.
Yes. Omaha Scott
Yes.
graduate.
Yeah, Nebraska.
Started her career at Washington, then went to Oklahoma State.
Rhonda, very illuminating on several subjects, including this not being bound up about their 7 runs in 3 games in the regional. Just keep battling away. No reason to pick at that scab. You follow baseball.
Absolutely.
You go through little things like that.
We saw Nebraska baseball against Ohio State have no offense. I mean, they got shut down by the Buckeyes.
But they come out of it fast.
They responded with 7 straight wins, where the offense has been pretty dang good almost every game. I think all 7 games has been good offense.
I mean, Rhonda, she's a 34th year as a head coach. When you listen to her, it's interesting to me because she just says things that not a big deal to her, but it's coaching. It's coaching. She says, she's very illuminating, and I love that answer to the playing on a field that's named for you.
She had to pause for a second.
Having to tell the players, you can step on my name. I mean, it's okay. You don't have to prance around like a deer. Just go ahead and run over my name. It's fine.
No, also we can't speak for her, but she doesn't seem like someone slowing down. Like she has.
We didn't. I wish
she has years left in her. Like, just from talking to her.
Oh, she doesn't. It seems like she's enjoying it thoroughly. It's her life.
How could you not? You're a 1 seed in the tournament.
What's interesting about Rhonda is she went through a rough stretch, 5-year stretch, about 2017 to 2021, and has just roared out of it. I mean, it's really, I'm a Rhonda Revelle fan, avowed. I've always been. I don't cover it, but I watch it, and I'm not just a fan because they're in the super regional either. I mean, I've always appreciated Rhonda. used to be the beat writer a long time ago, but she was one of the best coaches ever that I've dealt with, ever. So she's easy to root for, and her humility's endearing. Both her and Lori. I don't know the other assistant, but I dealt with Lori back then. I mean, I remember Lori as a pitcher. She's always been that way too. Very low key. And you know me, I like low key.
You do.
I do. I like low key. I don't need a bunch of extra stuff. Not that extra's bad. Everybody's got their own
It's just
way.
not for you.
It's just my.
It's not your thing.
Right. And you know what? Rhonda's not extra. And Lori's not extra.
You can catch Rhonda's and the softball team again, 8 p.m. on Thursday. I'll be there as well as Nick Wyman, DP, in the ballpark.
Wow. You guys are going to be
It's gonna be a
covering
late night game, late night, probably go until 10 o'clock.
I can't wait for Bill to discuss
And
this.
we'll have a recap on Friday of that.
Your coverage.
Yes. And then Friday will be there at the 4 p.m. game. And then Saturday, if necessary, will be there at 4 p.m. also. But if hopefully Nebraska has won the series in 2 games, I could then, if Nebraska baseball wins Friday in the Big Ten tournament, could go support them in person Saturday and Sunday.
What's the schedule? Are they supposed to be wrapped up on Sunday?
Yes.
Okay.
Nebraska will play 5 p.m. against an unknown team, obviously, at this point on Friday. Then I don't know the schedule of Saturday for sure, but yeah, Saturday, Sunday, wrapped up Sunday.
Okay.
In Omaha.
Oh, we got a plan, Jake.
We do.
We have a plan.
And we have
what a fun show. And without Bill, now we always want Bill here.
Of course.
Hopefully he'll be back soon. Not rushing him back.
No. We can take time.
It was fun today though. You seem to do a good job, except for your botch of the REO song, which is inexplicable. It's an
That's
error.
my bad.
It's an error.
I did get a rant about the tree in the backyard, though.
That was amazing.
We will
revisit
the
that.
river birch tree is.
Do you
evil.
cringe when the wind picks up?
Oh yeah.
So you cringe.
It's
a lot.
even worse because when it's still, I see all these seeds just sitting in the pool. I just cleaned those out a half hour ago. How is this possible?
You got to figure something out here. You do. You can't continue this way for years.
Damn river birch tree.
You have to figure something out.
Well, we will. It's too late this year, but next year we'll have a plan for the river birch tree seeds.
Have a plan.
That's it for us. An hour of the drive is next, followed by state baseball, Gretna East and Omaha Gross Catholic. We will see you guys tomorrow.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Anderson Ford.